Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in the stream once again tonight. And a happy Wednesday night, everybody. The Boston Celtics trying to bounce back after their loss against Indiana on Monday night, as they lost that game on the road 133-131. A couple really just tough, questionable calls going against Boston. The final couple seconds of that game there. Boston looking to see if they can get back to their winning ways tonight, where they've won every single game this season on their home floor. Back in their home court, the TD Garden, hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's the top two teams tonight in the NBA facing off against each other. Minnesota record of 26-10 overall. Boston record of 28-8. This should be a great one tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified as well. Welcome in, everybody. Daniel, Jeffrey, welcome in. I was watching the Providence game for a little bit before starting off this stream, and yikes, not the start that they had hoped for right there. St. John's up by double digits currently in that game. We have three other games tipping off at the 7 o'clock hour. Full jam-packed night of basketball action. Sacramento on the road at Charlotte. San Antonio on the road at Detroit. That's two teams that have single-digit wins. The Spurs 5-30. The Pistons 3-34. Washington on the road tonight at Indiana. And then a couple of games at 7:30 between Philly and Atlanta. OKC at Miami. Minnesota coming off a back-to-back. They won at home, or they won on the road yesterday against Orlando. Impressive victory there. And they had to fly basically through the wind to get to Boston for today's game, as we got some torrential downpours, street flooding up in towards my area, southern New England today. It was pretty bad, the storm that we got yesterday, but the T-Wolves crushed the Magic last night, 113-92. The Celtics, one night off due to rest. Last played on Monday, lost 133-131 at Indiana, back in action tonight, and this is their first out of two. They're taking on the Bucks tomorrow. Massive week for Boston, facing the top team in the West, Minnesota, tonight. Tomorrow against Milwaukee, the team that's right behind them in the Eastern Conference standings. Ward, what's good? Welcome in, man. Hope you made out well during that storm. Welcome back to the stream. Same as Jeffrey there. You were telling me the winds were pretty bad where you were, and yeah, I saw this morning when I woke up, there was a graphic on the TV screen on the news. There was an 89-mile-per-hour wind gust on the Newport Bridge last night. That's crazy. Adam, welcome in. Yeah, I saw that. So, big news within the last hour or so. Nick Saban, head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, has announced his retirement. That's massive news there. A lot of stuff going on in terms of like sports news as of late. Mike Rabel yesterday, he was fired by the Tennessee Titans. Potentially, we'll see if the Patriots can get him. Still waiting to hear about the Bill Belichick decision, but that still hasn't happened just yet. But some big news today. Pete Carroll for Seattle. No longer the head coach now for the Seahawks. He's going to take a front office role in stepping down as head coach for Seattle now for Pete Carroll, and he'll still be with the Seahawks, but not the head coach anymore, so they're going to have to have a new head coach for next season. So, yeah, things are right now in the midst of, like, NFL head coaching firings and new hirings upcoming soon, and, yeah, very, very shocking day with the sports world that we've had today, with Nick Saban announcing retirement and then Pete Carroll stepping down as the Seahawks head coach a couple hours ago as well. Greg, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. getting to watch some Celtics games tonight on TV there. That's great there, man. Able to watch the game as well. Alex, welcome aboard. Hockey from home, welcome in the stream. Wow, so Minnesota did not get into Boston until 1 p.m. Wow. Yeah, we got some pretty severe storms. It was bad. 4 o'clock in the morning, we got this like massive like torrential downpour with like strong wind gusts, and that was like the back end of the storm. After that, it started to clear up, but it's been still windy after that, though. But man, there's been some pretty bad street flooding that's happened. Just like outside of Providence, there's been some bad street flooding, and then like up in New Hampshire on the seacoast too. I saw Hampton and Seabrook got like a ton of street flooding over there with like anybody close to like the ocean up over there. So yeah, just sending prayers out to those people out there, because yeah, it was pretty bad yesterday in terms of like the downpours. We go over like 3 inches of rain where I am. First meeting, Minnesota won 114-109 in overtime. That was the first Celtics loss this season, back on November the 6th. And actually, I should update here some of the key players listed out tonight, because we do have this line has been creeping up in favor of Boston. I can't believe that what I'm seeing right now. The Celtics are an 11.5-point favorite tonight on the line for this game, and that's without Kristaps Porzingis playing. I feel like that's like a little bit too much, but also Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley, both of them listed out tonight. They have 2 starters listed out tonight for Minnesota. So just going over the injury reports right now, Boston without Porzingis tonight, as he should be back tomorrow to take on Milwaukee. So they're putting their focus towards Milwaukee since Gobert has been ruled out for this game. So Kristaps Porzingis, he's been ruled out due to a right knee contusion. Celtics playing a back-to-back tomorrow. They're at Milwaukee. And Al Horford, he's good to go tonight. He's inserted inside the starting 5. Jrue Holiday, he's available tonight as well for the Celtics. And then for Minnesota, they're without 2 key starters for this game. Rudy Gobert, hip injury, has been ruled out today. And then Mike Conley also has been ruled out today. And looks like that's due to rest for Mike Conley. So they ruled him out due to rest, playing off a back-to-back yesterday against Orlando on the road. And yeah, the Celtics here need to take care of business, because the defensively Minnesota, without Rudy Gobert, he's been the force defensively this year, looking like he could take home Defensive Player of the Year once again. They get the best defensive rating in the league. And more so because of what Rudy Gobert has done this season. They have struggled offensively. Their numbers around the 20s in terms of offense for Minnesota. A lot of turnover issues as well, as they're going to be without Conley tonight. So Boston for this game, where they've struggled, has been turning over the basketball, missing free throws. You got to execute both of those cleanly tonight, unlike the previous 2 games against Indiana. And then here, I'm looking towards forcing turnovers, since you're not going to have Conley as the primary ball handler in this matchup. So, yeah, Minnesota 28th in the NBA in turnovers per game entering this matchup. The Celtics looking to see if they can crack the code in the Minnesota defense without Rudy Gobert today. That should be able to allow Boston to get to the rim and score a lot more than what they usually are, because when they play the 2 big lineup, Gobert and Katz, their size just makes it really tough for opposing offenses to score right on you. So this could be a good opportunity tonight to see if they can like balance out the scoring. Instead of the last game they played, the Celtics were limited to a season low 39%. Yeah, I saw that. So Kawhi, he signed a 3-year extension today with the Clippers as well. So a lot of stuff going on in terms of the sports news today. Yeah, things going pretty well. 10 days into the new year, it's already crazy how time has just flew by. But if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified here for future live streams, I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops here. Just getting ready to tip this one off. Couple more minutes from now, I believe 2 to 3 more minutes, we're going to tip off this game. Jason Tatum, he is back. He did not play the last game. Looking for a massive game tonight by Tatum. He had 32 points the last time they faced Minnesota on November the 6th. Anthony Edwards, he dropped down 38, shy of his season high, which he had 44 against Dallas last month for Anthony Edwards. Clara, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Got a lot of great games going on as well. A bunch of NBA games tonight. Good amount of college basketball games going on. I'll keep you guys updated with the scoreboard. And also Nebraska with a major upset over number 1 ranked Purdue yesterday. It's just absolute chaos and mayhem that's going on. Houston, the number 2 team in the nation, lost against Iowa State last night. I was reading, I think I saw a graphic. It was the first time that number 1 and number 2 went down in the same night against unranked opponents for the first time since like the 1970s. Just crazy, like all the upsets that we've had this season. Raphael, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. This should be an excellent one tonight. A couple key players missing. Porzingis not available tonight. He should be back tomorrow though for Boston. Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley also ruled out for this game for Minnesota. Starting 5 looks like this tonight for Boston. Al Horford gets the start in place of Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, the starting 5 for the Celtics. Boston 17-0 this season on their home floor. This is the starters tonight for Minnesota. Nickeil Alexander-Walker inserted inside the starting 5 in place of Mike Conley. Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Kyle Anderson, and Karl Anthony Towns, the starting 5 as they go a whole lot smaller tonight in this matchup without Rudy Gobert in the lineup, so not able to deploy that too big unit there for Minnesota for tonight's game. This should be a fun one. Celtics and T-Wolves, the top 2 teams in the NBA. Boston 28-8, they're 17-0 on their home floor. Minnesota 12-8 on the road, they're 26-10 overall, the best team in the Western Conference currently. So no Porzingis tonight. He should be back and ready to go tomorrow for Boston as they got a road game tomorrow at Milwaukee, but going to have to get past Minnesota first. Celtics going to home with white jerseys tonight for this matchup. Right to left on the floor for Boston. Green numbers, green letters. Minnesota with a visiting dark blue uniforms. White numbers, white letters for this matchup. The T-Wolves will go left to right on the floor. Cat and Horford going up here for the jump ball, and we are underway, and Boston controls the opening tip. Vegas, welcome in, man. Yeah, I was watching that game a little bit before the start of this stream, and PC not looking so hot right now on the road at St. John's. First possession, Derek White sends it off to Brown at the left corner. Brown up fake. Left baseline dribble. Brown working on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Swung it out to the corner. Holiday, his pass, though, sailed out of bounds with a turnover. So rough start there for the Celtics in the first 20 seconds of action. Turnover committed there around the perimeter by Drew Holiday. That was a big issue against Indiana the last game. Celtics number 2 in defensive rating. Minnesota number 1 in the NBA this season in defensive rating as the T-Wolves drive. And Edwards gets bumped into as Boston picks up a quick personal foul. It's charged to Holiday. So tough start here by Drew. The bad pass and then the bump into contact. 30 seconds into action right now. Inbound for the T-Wolves. Off to the cutter. Kick out right corner. Open 3. Nickeil missed off the mark. No good. A rebound controlled by Horford. Charliso, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. Derek White around the perimeter. We're just getting started. First 45 seconds of action. Jaylen Brown on the outside. And already a choppy start to this game currently as the T-Wolves pick up a reach-and foul. That's going to be charged to Kyle Anderson on the floor. Celtics get the inbound. Holiday has it at the top of the key, guarded by Edwards. Holiday bounce pass over to White, right wing perimeter. White lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum at the right corner, jab step, takes the 3, right down the middle, got it. Just like that, hits bottom. Looking like butter in that shot for Jason Tatum, looking for a big night. First minute of action, 3-zip thanks to the Tatum 3. Minnesota with possession. Edwards moves it off to Anderson. Dribble drive down inside. Kick out to the right corner. Into the hands here of McDaniels, takes the jumper. That comes out way short. Air ball, the offensive rebound back to Anderson. Inside, McDaniels, turn around right over Horford. Great contest. Solid defense there. Forces the stop by Big Al Horford as the Celtics have it back. Holiday, step back three in the air. Over. Cat missed off the mark. And Anderson collects the defensive rebound. 3-zip through the first minute and a half. Anderson, shake and bake inside the key over Horford. Tough shot, connects on it. Down at the low right block, able to float it up and score. Celtics with possession now. Top of the key, Tatum slides it out left corner, Holiday. Holiday dribbles up inside the key, working on Karl-Anthony Towns. Outside finds Brown, off the catch and fire, delivers, and he hits it. Jaylen Brown splashes down the triple. Great find right there by Jrue Holiday, working his way inside, kick out to the wing. Worked in his favor. Celtics 2 for 3 from the perimeter to start things off. Minnesota with the ball. Cat floats the pass, kick out left corner, 3 on its way. That is over the rim, missed off the mark, no good by McDaniels. White pushing tempo, White at the elbow, stop, pop, jumper, no good. Around the rim and out, rebound control by Minnesota. The T-Wolves look to slow down the basketball. Edwards brings it up the floor right now. He's guarded by White. Crossover at the right elbow. Edwards at 38 the last time these two teams met up in early November. Edwards, fall away. Off the glass, too strong, no good. Great contest by White. The Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. White open around the perimeter. Sends it off to Tatum. Drives downhill right to the rim. And he gets fouled. Jason Tatum shooting 2 coming up at the free throw line. He thought that he had the and 1. Very close, but he'll get 2 coming up. Usually that type of play, he finishes 99.9% of the time, but he'll head to the free throw line here, shoot 2. That was only his 3rd game miss so far this season, the one he took off against the Pacers on Monday night. First free throw is good by Tatum. And Tatum's looking for a big game today. Last time he played Saturday night at Indiana, dropped down 38. He was in the zone. He made 8 threes. Celtics looking to set a franchise record tonight. Most consecutive home victories to start off the season with 18 if they do win tonight. Second free throw, it is good by Tatum at the line. It's now 8-2 Boston. Just above 9 minutes left to go in the first. Nickeil Alexander-Walker towards his right around the perimeter, guarded by Tatum. Puts the ball into the hands to Edwards. Edwards at the right wing. Bounce pass over to Towns. Towns working on Holiday. Dribbles up inside the key. Towns, no good. Got fouled though. And that's going to be on Holiday. That's his 2nd personal foul right now, and not even 4 minutes of action. Yeah, thanks so much for the updates there, Clara. So Virginia Tech looking solid right now. Kansas out to a quick lead against UCF. That's expected. That's like the top team in the Big 12 against the bottom team in the Big 12 tonight. Mississippi State, Tennessee. Interesting matchup. Tennessee has been out to a roll lately, but right now Mississippi State on the bubble. They're leading 12-10 for Mississippi State. First free throw is good. So Cat buries the first one. Hey, what's good? Mario in the stream. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you back in. Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. Second shot here coming up by Cat. And the free throw is good. 4-point game. Under 9 minutes left to go in the first right now. Tatum brings it up the floor for Boston. Off to White around the perimeter. Into the hands to Horford at the right wing. Guarded by Towns. Moves it out left corner. Brown off the catch. Fires a 3. Right down the middle. Delivers. Bang, bang by Jaylen Brown. Nothing but net, baby. Celtics finding their stroke right now from the outside. 3 for 5 to start off with a 3-ball. McDaniels crossover, drives, kick out to the corner. Anderson now in the key, working on Horford. Bounce pass, mid-block off the Towns. Towns backs his way, 6 in the shot clock, draws a double team. Fires a fastball on top, open 3, McDaniels. Missed off the back from no good, tipped up for the defensive rebound, goes to Holiday. Celtics by 7, looking to add to it. Jrue, kick to the corner, touch pass right wing, open 3, Brown. Around the rim and out, no good. A rebound hauled in by Edwards. 8 minutes left to go in the first. 4 minutes of action so far. Edwards been held in check so far in this game. Nothing so far for him tonight. Gives it off to Anderson. Anderson drives in the paint, working on a Horford. No good. Missed the hook shot off the back rim as it goes back to Boston. Celtics, excellent defensive start here. 1 for 8, limiting Minnesota tonight. Jumper elevation. No good by Tatum. Offensive rebound for a moment by Horford. Couldn't squeeze it, though, as Minnesota came up with it. And we're going to have a turnover here right at midcourt off a double dribble by Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, that is a double dribble turnover right there. Very odd turnover by Jaden McDaniels right across midcourt. And then he had a carry to go along with it. So it will go back to Boston right now. Miscues in the early going for Minnesota here currently. Celtics with the ball. Brown leans in, and he gets fouled. There you go. That is a foul on Jaylen Brown. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Unlike Monday night, got hit in the back of the head. Referees called it at first. And it wasn't the refs that was the issue at the end of that game for that Jaylen Brown call specifically. It was that it got reviewed through New York in the where they have the NBA headquarters. They went through the review. They sent it to New York, New Jersey, over in Secaucus, the NBA headquarters, where they went through the official review of that shooting fall with 3 seconds left to go to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown makes both of the free throws here. Largest lead by 9 for Boston. They went through it and they reversed it. So it went through NBA official review back to their site. So it was not the officials had the right call at first, and then it was reversed to the wrong call. Underneath, Towns got it a stick and one. 13-6 right now to score. He'll shoot 1 coming up at the line. Good backdoor layup right there by Karl-Anthony Towns, working on Sam Hauser, first time on the floor tonight, just able to get it to drop. Tops is my tortoise. Yep. Yeah, that's a big game tonight for Joe there. Indiana State against Drake. Top of the valley tonight. 1 free throw here at the line for Towns. And the free throw is good. 6-point game. Just above 7 minutes left to go in the first. John, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hope so, man. Looking for a bounce back one tonight. Horford has it at the left wing. He's guarded by Towns around the perimeter. 12 in the shot clock. Sends it off to Tatum. Tatum, top of the key, jab step on McDaniels, takes the 3, hand in the face. No good, around the rim and out to rebound control by Edwards. So a little bit starting to jack up threes lately, allowing Minnesota to creep back in this game. They missed the previous 2 from the floor. Edwards at the free throw circle, sends it off now, driving inside the key, McDaniels. McDaniels, fall away, kiss off the glass, scores for 2. 4-point game right now. Celtics were up by 9, and now it's down to 4, currently 13-9. Jaylen Brown backs his way into Keel Alexander Walker. Jaylen draws a double team outside of White. White dribbles up, attacks the paint. Bounce pass off to Horford. Horford backs his way on Naz Reid. 6 in the shot clock. Horford, baby hook, no good off the mark. And the rebound hauled in by Reid here for Minnesota. Riley, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining in. Approaching the midway part of the first quarter, yet to get to the first timeout today. Tough shot, no good. Tipped in, though, by Naz Reid with a little bit of help. Cleaning up the miss there by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And now we take the first timeout on the floor. Under 6 left to go in the first here. 5:58 left to go in the first. It's a 2-point game, 13-11. Tight game so far right now in this one, and Minnesota starting to get on a run currently. They came into this matchup as an 11.5-point underdog. Kind of shocked by that number because Porzingis is not playing. And then Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley not playing tonight either for Minnesota. I can see that with if Porzingis was healthy, if he was playing, I can see that being an 11.5-point favorite when you're missing Gobert. But in this case, no. Right now they're fighting in this game. So give credit to Minnesota right now because Boston looked like they were going to run away with it early on. And they were drilling threes. They were 2 of 3 from 3. And ever since, they're just 1 of 3 ever since. Hey, what's good? Ron in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. So right now we're on the first timeout of the game, just under 6 minutes left to go in the first. Clippers play later tonight. They host the Raptors. The Raptors yesterday played at the Lakers. And there were some bad calls at the end of that game. The Lakers got 23 free throws in the fourth quarter. And there were some horrendous calls at the end of that game that benefited the Lakers and made the Raptors lose that game yesterday. Indiana State and Drake, that's at 8 o'clock tonight. That's at Drake there, Joe. That's 13-2 versus 12-3. That's a big game for your Sycamores right there tonight. Yeah, so the NBA last 2-minute report from Monday. No foul call on Jaylen Brown was correct. The foul on Porzingis, as we see here at the end, that was incorrect by Porzingis. Yeah, they should have let him play on at the end of that. I got 5.5 inches of snow on Sunday. All of that's melted, though. It went from like 30 degrees yesterday to 55 this morning. Yeah, a lot of news stories going on today. Christian, welcome in, man. So Nick Saban, about like an hour and a half ago, retired from the Alabama Crimson Tide. 7-zip run back from the timeout here for Minnesota. Brown bounce pass to Horford. Horford attacks, dump off down low. Oh, what a beautiful pass right there. Luke Cornett underneath the hoop scores, puts it in for 2. Nice little playmaking ability right there by Al Horford. 4-zip assist number in favor of Boston right now. Minnesota, every single bucket they've scored has been unassisted. Top of the key, Edwards. Dribble drive down the lane inside over Horford. Gutted a drop up and in. Off the glass, scores for 2. Back to a 2-point game. 15-13. Under 5.5 left to go in the first. Boston leads points in the paint 8-2. White kick out. Open 3 in the air. Horford rips it through. It's good with a triple. Big Al Horford making an impact right now. Back to back. Scoring plays for him, the assist, and then the made 3 at the corner, assisted by Derek White. Minnesota yet to make a 3 so far tonight. 0 for 3 from the perimeter. McLaughlin sends it out left corner. Naz Reid jacks up the 3, skidded off the left side of the rim. And Brown comes out with a defensive rebound here for the Celtics. Looking to extend it. White steps into a 3 in transition. Off the mark, missed. Rebound secured by Towns. Minnesota up the floor right now. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Naz Reid at the low left block. Works his way in. Cornette draws a double team. Reid swings it out left corner. Wide open 3. McLaughlin. Got it. Luke Cornette too late to close out right there. Jordan McLaughlin. He was showing something in that New Year's Day game against the New York Knicks. Coming off the bench, he was strong in that matchup, and he drills down the first 3-point shot made tonight for the T-Wolves. Reach and foul picked up here on the floor. It will be charged to Jaden McDaniels. So that stops the clock. 4:15 now left to go in the first. Towns with 5 for Minnesota, the top scorer. Celtics top scorer, 8 points by Jaylen Brown, 5 by Tatum so far. Inbound here for Boston. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Derek White, Sam Hauser, Luke Cornette, Peyton Pritchard. That's the 5 currently on the floor. Jaylen crossover, elevates for the J, and he hits it. Jaylen Brown deep 2, connects on it at the left elbow. Celtics by 4. 4 minutes left to go in the first here. Minnesota with a possession. Top of the key, Naz Reid. Slides it off to his right into the hands to Edwards. Edwards been held in check in the early going. Up fake free throw circle. Swings it off to Anderson. Anderson backs his way in. Cornette right-handed hook around the rim and out. Tipped up as White secures the defensive rebound. Up the floor to Brown, who crosses midcourt. Brown attacks right past the defense. Right to the cup. He scores again. Up and through. It is good for 2 at the rim with a layup made by Jaylen Brown. He was thinking about going posterizer, just went with a finger roll instead. Nice touchdown low. Pass inside, and Edwards scores off the glass, up and off the backboard. 4-point game. Celtics with possession. Brown, step back 3 in the air over Anderson, and he sticks it. Jaylen Brown, bang, bang, baby. What a start by him tonight as the Celtics lead by 7. JB, a season-high 40. On Monday night against Indiana, he is rolling right now. He's got 15 in the first quarter. Edwards bounce pass down low. Reid out to the right corner. Into the hands here. Troy Brown Jr. swings it to the low post. Out to the Baseline, missed shot, no good off the mark by Edwards. Rebound control by Boston. Celtics with a chance here to put themselves up by 9 or 10 with a made shot. White, top of the key, slides it off to Pritchard. Wide open three, takes it, and he makes it. Ripping it right through the cylinder. It's good. 28-18 Boston. Minnesota is going to keep on playing right now without a timeout. 10-2 run by the Celtics in the last minute and a half. T-Wolves with possession. McLaughlin receives the handoff from Anderson. Dribbles up, drives in Cornette. Swings it out on the top of the key. Anderson feeds the pass over to Nasri. Pivot move over White. Banks it home off the glass. Scores for 2. 8-point game right now. Just above 2 minutes left to go in the first. Uncle Pizzle, welcome in here, man. Charles, glad to have you back in the stream. Rydog, welcome back in here, bud. Jumper misfire. No good by Jaylen Brown. He's been cooking so far right now as we're down to 2 minutes left to go in the first. Fast tempo type of game. Naz Reid going up for the slam dunk right over Pritchard. Flushes it home. 28-22. Just no match right there for Peyton Pritchard out in transition, defending Naz Reid, as he was the lone defender out in transition. Hauser off the catch. That missed off the mark. It had the elevation on the shot, just sent it wide right of the rim. There by Hauser, as Minnesota has it down to a minute and a half left to go in the first. And Derek White picks up the reach and foul. Yeah, they've been playing on for quite a bit of time in this first quarter. Not many clock stoppages whatsoever. We take the timeout on the floor. 28-22 right now. Boston holding on to a 6-point lead currently against Minnesota. All right, timeout on the floor currently. If you're doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe or ring that notification bell as well. I'll go through a quick update right now of other NBA scores going down at the moment. Hornets lead the Kings 25-20. Oh, we got a doozy here. San Antonio with a 15-point lead in the first quarter against the Pistons. If you thought that things have gotten that bad for Detroit, 3-34, look no further. A home game in Detroit after blowing a monster lead against Sacramento. They are down by 15 in the first quarter, 30-15 in a home game hosting the 5-30 Spurs. Wizards up by 2 over the Pacers, 19-17. Tipping off at the bottom part of the hour. Sixers at Hawks, Thunder at Heat. Top of the hour, tipping off between the Rockets at Bulls tonight. And then the ABC game tonight is the Pelicans at Warriors at 8:30. That game's on ABC. There's one on ESPN for the late night game tonight. Nuggets at Jazz. And the Raptors at Clippers tonight. I'll check in for you to see if James Harden's playing tonight. I'll see if I can bring up the Clippers injury report and see. Yeah, he should be good to go. So James Harden should be good to go tonight for that game. Hey, what's good? Paulie in the street. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in. Hey, that's awesome. Best of luck for the marriage right there. That is awesome. Yes, Nebraska now should be ranked. Absolutely. Nebraska should be ranked. Texas Tech, if they keep it up, they're going to get ranked. Seton Hall, if they keep on adding big wins, they'll be ranked. Iowa State, who should be ranked next week if they close out this weekend with a win? That would be Nebraska and Iowa State, beating number 1 and number 2, well-deserved to be ranked. After that, Alabama moving up as of late. They should be receiving some more votes. Oregon, I have no clue how they're receiving 4 votes right now for Oregon. That team needs to be bumped up in the receiving votes column for them. Texas Tech's been playing extremely well. They have just 2 losses. Their top scorer's been in the news for a little bit with Pop Isaacs, but he's still playing right now. But yeah, Texas Tech, they're looking like they're back as a program. Once again, right now, I believe they're 12-2 for their record this season. We come back from the timeout right now. 1:30 left to go in the first. Celtics lead by 6. Minnesota with a possession. Crossover. Nasri dribbles on White. Passes down low into the hands to Anderson. Anderson circles around the key. Working on Cornette. Fall away. Sinks it. All right, as the shot clock was about to expire for that possession. Celtics by 4. Entertaining first quarter. It's been a game of runs. Boston got up by double digits At one point, 28-18, but 6-zip run right back by Minnesota. White jumper, got it for the 14-footer inside. A key connects on it right in front of the free throw circle. 30-24. Under 1 minute left to go in the first. Here's a three taken off the back iron, missed by Troy Brown Jr. for the T-Wolves. Boston has it with White. Dribbles out to the top, puts the ball into the hands to Tatum. Jason Tatum started out this game red hot. He's got 5. It's been Jaylen Brown ever since with 15, the top scorer. Tatum dribbles up to the wing, shoots the 3, missed off the mark, no good. Luke Kornet, though, coming up with a tip-in. He got it, and he's going to shoot one coming up at the free throw line as well. As he came down, he got fouled. Wow, that is incredible balance to stay with it. Absorbs the contact from Troy Brown Jr. Imagine if he could do that to win the game on Monday against Indiana. Oh, man, he was so close to tipping that one in as the buzzer sounded on Monday night. Able to convert right there, though, as he pushed that basketball off the back rim, and it was able to find its way in by Luke Kornet. So Luke Kornet will shoot one here at the line. Rod, welcome in here, man. Glad to have you back on the stream. Yeah, it's gonna be really tough for Alabama football without Nick Saban. It's gonna feel just so different. Luke Kornet at the free throw line. Actually, he'll shoot 2. Referees have erased that basket that he made. So they have erased that basket. They said the foul occurred before the tip, and the first free throw is good. So that takes away the potential of a 3-point play either way to get both of the points back. 32-24 right now. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Minnesota with the basketball. Anthony Edwards, he has been held in check. He had 38 the last game. They faced Boston in early November, just 4 so far in this first quarter of action. To the wing, McLaughlin, wide open 3, a rainbow, connects on it. Right down the middle there by Jordan McLaughlin. That's his second made 3 via the bench. Celtics, 10 seconds left to go. Final possession to close out the first. Derek White, edge of the midcourt logo. White dribbles up, floats the pass, missed the mark to Tatum, turnover. Edwards moves it over to Troy Brown Jr., took the 3 at the horn, bricked it off the back rim, no good. And the Celtics got lucky there as we close out at the end of the first quarter. It's Boston 32, Minnesota 27. Not many turnovers by the Celtics in the first quarter of action, but they suffered one right there to close out the quarter. Ironically, Boston committed just 2 turnovers, and their first turnover was on the first possession, 30 seconds into the game with Drew Holiday, and their second and most recent turnover was with 5 seconds left to go in the first, on the pass from White to Tatum that missed the mark. So just quite ironic right there that they turned it over twice. One was at the first possession of this game. The last one was the very last possession to close out the quarter. So 1 quarter right now in the books in this one, everybody. This has been an excellent game tonight so far. We got 50 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash that thumbs up, hit that like. Helps out this video a ton, being found on YouTube. And really appreciate everybody for joining in, being a part on the stream tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you're rooting for in this game. Type it in. Type in Celtics. Type in T-Wolves. If you're a Celtics fan, make sure to show your Celtics pride out here in the chat. Make sure to put in those clovers out here. Pop those clover emojis out for me in the chat. And make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. But we've got an excellent first quarter so far that just came to a close. Jaylen Brown, 15 points. He is in the zone coming off a season-high 40 against Indiana on Monday. 15 points in 10 minutes. Jason Tatum has 5. 4 off the bench by Luke Kornet. For Minnesota, 6 points each from the bench by Naz Reid and Jordan McLaughlin right now. And then 5 by Karl-Anthony Towns. So recently, I switched over to YouTube TV so I can have access to the NBA channels here and be able to have access to the Boston Celtics live channel as well here to cover and behind the arc basketball. If you're looking for an excellent TV provider to catch all of the sports action this season, if you're thinking about switching to a new TV provider, or if you're looking for a new TV provider to subscribe to, feel free to check out this great deal I have in store just for you. It's from YouTube TV. If you like to save $116 on their first 3 months of YouTube TV, all you have to do is scan the QR code or click my YouTube TV refer a friend link. Post it in the chat, pinned in the chat, also in the description of this video. YouTube TV offers more than 100 plus live channels. That includes NBA TV, ESPN, TNT, NFL Network, Fox Sports 1, and also if you're from the New England area, it includes NBC Sports Boston. Available in the U.S. only, no contract or hidden fees, cancel anytime, limited time offer. In the description of this video, the link is you can scan the QR code for the next couple seconds. And I also have it pinned in the chat as well. Here we go, back to action. Minnesota just took a quick three. They buried it. We're a little bit behind as Luke Cornett came up with a dunk down low. And Troy Brown Jr. just scored right back for Minnesota. So a couple big buckets as of late here. Going to see if I can get my clock in sync right now as I'm about like 40 seconds behind or so as we're into the first minute now of the second quarter of action. Tatum at the left wing, dribbles up to the elbow, up fake, fall away. Tatum took the shot, missed off the rim. Naz Reid collects the defensive rebound. 5 players out there on the floor currently to start off the second. Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum, Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett, Drew Holiday. Top of the key three, missed off the mark, no good there for Minnesota. It's Naz Reid, Jordan McLaughlin, Troy Brown Jr., Karl-Anthony Towns, Jaden McDaniels. That's the 5 currently on the floor for Minnesota right now. Luke Cornett making a big impact so far today. 6 points for him via the bench. And 2 slam dunks. Celtics get the inbound. 2-point advantage. Holiday dribbles up, spin cycle inside the key. Holiday right over Troy Brown Jr. sticks it. That is good. Beautiful spin move inside the low post right there by Drew. Possession for the T-Wolves. Top of the key, Reid sends it off to the right wing, off to McLaughlin. Dribbles towards his left, fires the pass left wing. Here's a 3 off the mark, no good. Missed by Troy Brown Jr. Offensive rebound. Reid turnaround off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Towns puts it up and scores. Up and in off the backboard with a second chance points. Back and forth we go right now. Sam Hauser gonna slow it down, puts the ball into the hands of Tatum. Tatum dribbles up now to the mid-block, fires the pass outside off to Pritchard. Pritchard accelerates right to the cup, dumps it down low, over to Cornett, who scores for 2 more. Luke Cornett today doing the work inside the low post. No Rudy Gobert taking advantage inside the interior in this game right now because of Cornett. Towns out to the corner. Into the hands here of Troy Brown Jr. around the perimeter. Bounce pass over to Towns. Towns guarded by Tatum at the left elbow. Backs his way inside the key. Towns fall away over Cornett. Missed off the mark. No good. Great contest right there by Luke Cornett as the Celtics come up with it. Pritchard pushing tempo. Circles around. Shovels. Holiday kick to the corner. Wide open 3. Hauser. No good off the mark. Cornett almost got another tip-in right there. There was some contact, but no calls by the referee. As they say, play on, and Minnesota came up with a rebound, a 3. No good off the mark. Again, missed by the T-Wolves. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Wide open layup. It is good by Drew Holiday. Jason Tatum with a full court outlet. Celtics lead by 6. Under 9 minutes left to go before halftime. T-Wolves with possession. Reid working his way on Cornett. Reid out fake over Cornett, blocked by Cornett. Reid got it back though. Reid outside his pass, intercepted by Holiday. Holiday up the floor, 3-on-2. Drew, free throw circle. Outside finds Pritchard. They'll slow it down, set it up here for Boston. Pritchard slides it across the floor off the Tatum, left wing perimeter. Tatum off the Cornett screen, jacks up the 3, right down the shoot, delivers. Jason Tatum, bang, bang, from the perimeter. And the Celtics take a 9-point lead, and we enter a timeout here on the floor, taken by Minnesota. Jason Tatum doing the work as of late. The full court outlet off to Drew Holiday, and then Tatum off the dribble towards his right around the perimeter. Set up by the Luke Cornett screen, got around Troy Brown Jr., and splashed down a triple. Celtics up by 9, 8:29 left to go before halftime. Yeah, this is turning out to be a fun game tonight. Not many clock stoppages recently, and Jason Tatum finally able to get into a groove and get his first 3 made in quite some time right now. Tatum with 8 points, 2 for 4 from 3. He's played 11 minutes tonight. Jaylen Brown's been the hot hand in that first quarter with 15. Luke Cornett tonight, excellent game by him. And there's been no resistance without Rudy Gobert tonight at the rim. Minnesota just hasn't been able to provide that resistance with rim protection so far in this game, and Luke Cornett's been able to show up and get baskets via the bench. 8 points right now by Cornett so far tonight. 9 points by Naz Reid. He's the top scorer from Minnesota right now. Boston's doing an excellent job so far in this game. Hitting free throws, taking care of the basketball. The two issues that they had against Indiana on Monday. Tonight, they're a little bit behind on rebounds, couple second chance opportunities that Minnesota scored on, but other than that, I mean, the Celtics looking solid right now against the formidable opponent, top team in the West, Minnesota. I know they're without Rudy Gobert, but I like what they're doing right now, mixing the threes, matching with the twos. 12 points in the paint by Boston, 7 for 15 from 3. And when they shoot the ball well from 3, usually it results in a victory. And right now they're making enough threes that they're out in front and in control of this game. And Minnesota is settling for too many threes, and they're missing those threes. Boston 7 for 15, 47% from 3. Finding their stroke tonight. Minnesota struggling from 3 right now. 3 for 11, 27% from the perimeter. They're going through a lot of possessions where the ball doesn't even touch anybody's hands. They just go quick up the floor, transition, jack up a 3, and they miss off the rim. And you can tell, if you're the Celtics defense, you can tell the guys who are the hot hands from 3, the guys who are struggling right now. Jaden McDaniels, they left him open twice. He's missed both of his 3-point shot attempts. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's yet to make a 3, 0 for 2. Troy Brown Jr. has been left open a couple times. He hasn't found any success either. 0 for 2 right now by Troy Brown Jr. It's been Jordan McLaughlin who's had the stroke tonight. He's made 2 of the 3 3-point shots from the bench tonight for Jordan McLaughlin that Boston's left open, and he's been able to burn them twice. But other than that, the other guys just haven't been able to find their stroke from the perimeter. So we come back from the timeout right now. Boston, a 9-point advantage. Cat with the basketball, backs his way on Tatum. Towns inside the key. Hook shot around and out. Tipped in, though, by Anderson for 2. Celtics with a 5 on the floor. Peyton Pritchard. O'Shea Brissett, his first time tonight on the court. Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Drew Holiday. Pritchard around the perimeter, slides it off to his right to Horford, puts the ball into the hands to Holiday. Wide open 3, spots up, takes it. Missed off the back rim. Rebound secure by Minnesota. The T-Wolves here with possession. They'll go into out, and that works out for the favor for Anthony Edwards. Cut straight line to the hoop, receives the pass from Towns, and scores the dunk. 5-point game now. Celtics with possession. Pritchard slows down tempo. Pritchard guarded by Alexander Walker. Bounce pass to Tatum. Tatum at the left elbow, backs his way, elevates for the J, fall away. Came up short, got fouled. Jason Tatum going to shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line as he got fouled off the turnarounds. It was picked up by McDaniels of Minnesota. Picks up the blocking foul. So Jaden McDaniels picks up his first personal foul. Nobody in foul trouble tonight for Minnesota. Boston with Drew Holiday, who's got 2, but he's still out there on the floor. First one's good by Tatum. Great to see. The Celtics making the most out of their opportunities tonight at the free throw line. 7 for 7. Been struggling their previous 2 against the Pacers. Wow, so Providence getting right back in, it looks like. Right there. I'll check that score when I do have a chance, probably next time out or so. Second free throw is good by Tatum. Boston, perfect 8 for 8 right now as a team at the free throw line. And also just 2 total turnovers this entire first half. Carly Edwards floats to the shot, mid-range. Off the front rim, though, good. Hands in the air, looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it. Celtics came up with a basketball. Brissett dribbles out to the corner. Hand off to Pritchard. Right baseline dribble. Outside to Tatum. Tatum up, fake the wing. Bounce pass underneath Holiday. Kick out. Corner 3. Horford off the rim. No good. Tried to come up with a follow was Brissett, but a rebound ripped away from him by Edwards. That was incredible ball movement by Boston. Couldn't get anything going, though. That's an offensive foul. Karl-Anthony Towns pushing off on O'Shea Brissett inside the key. As the referees point in Boston's direction, this will go back to the Celtics. Cat lowers his left shoulder right into Brissett. He takes the charge. Yep, that's right. So, Paulie with a great point out there. So, if you own the boards, doesn't matter so much if you can't make threes. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you keep on getting defensive rebounds and the other team just keeps on missing the first initial three that they take. It's going to be a tough night for that team missing threes. Right now, this is being looked at on the monitor currently. Initial call, Karl-Anthony Towns rolled for the offensive foul. That clearly looked like it was offensive. He lowered his shoulder right into O'Shea Brissett inside the key. Wow. And now the referees have switched the call. They will put both of them at midcourt and will roll this a jump ball. So this has gone to be a jump ball between Boston and Minnesota, and guess what? Minnesota controls the possession. This happens as well with some major issues on Monday that derailed the Celtics' chances against the Pacers. And the call that was initially, it was the one that was correct by the officials, but when it went up to the review, into the league office where they review it, then that's where it got overturned. It got overturned right there. Brown swings it out on top off to Brissett. Dribbles downhill to the rim. Kick out right corner. And this will lead to a reach-in foul picked up by McDaniels, his second personal foul. Hey, what's good, David? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining in. Andre, welcome back in. That's now 3 personal fouls picked up by Minnesota here in the second quarter. Boston with 0. Celtics playing a really clean game tonight. The T-Wolves have hung in this one, though. Tatum receives the pass from Horford. Tatum backs his way. Fall away. Tough shot. Came off the front rim. No good. Rebound secure by Towns in the backcourt. So Minnesota's able to maintain it there with McDaniels. Tatum took a really tough shot off the fall away. He got that call earlier in the game, working on McDaniels for the foul call. Couldn't get it right there. McDaniels going to take a 3. That comes up way short off the rim. Brown collects the defensive rebounds. So Jaylen Brown, the hot hand, he's got 15 back on the floor, slicing his way inside the paint off to Brissett. Loose ball on the hardwood. Minnesota picks it up. Turnover number 3 tonight for Boston. Edwards attacks downhill, throws it down with a 2-handed flush right past the Celtics defense. Nobody able to defend Anthony Edwards downhill to the rim. We get a timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. 5:36 left to go before halftime. Boston holding on a 5-point lead. Defense right there transitioned into offense for Minnesota. That was an uncharacteristic Celtics turnover. Not many turnovers tonight by Boston. Hey, what's good? Jude on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Wow, we got 70 plus watching right now. If you're new in the channel, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Hit that like. It goes out a ton towards helping out this video being found on YouTube. So make sure to smash that thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you like to be notified here for future live streams. I cover play-by-play of basketball games, specializing in Boston Celtics basketball games. Also cover other NBA teams as well, and also college basketball also. So if you enjoy the content, make sure to keep on coming back. Make sure to subscribe and stay notified. Ring that notification bell and be a part here and keep on coming for future live streams. Tomorrow night, I plan on being back covering the Bucks against Celtics. Feel free to join me in. I'll be back around 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. Quick update for you guys. I might be a little late for tomorrow. I agreed to work overtime tomorrow, so I'm going to stay a little later, probably till a little bit past 6 o'clock at night or so is when I leave my shift instead of around like 4:10 or so. So I'll be back later, so I might start the stream a little later, past 7:30 probably tomorrow for tomorrow's game after I get home. Hey, what's good? Tyrone in the stream. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you back in. I'm going to take the Ravens right there. Yeah, Cowboys have a great record, but their strength of victory not so great when they've played against playoff tier opponents. They won against a lot of easy opponents, but they've really struggled when it's come down to playing some of the top tier teams this year in the NFL. Quick update right now on the NBA scoreboard. It looks like this. Sacramento holding on to a 65-49 lead on the road at the Hornets. The Spurs leading against the Pistons 44-33. Both of those teams with a combined 8-64 record. The Wizards lead the Pacers tonight 36-34. Hawks up over the Sixers 18-17. And the Heat up early against the Thunder 18-13. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like tonight in this game here. Celtics or T-Wolves. Type it in if you guys would like. Providence Friars. Wow, they have come back. They were down 20-6 at one point against St. John's. It's a road game, and PC leads 45-44 right now on the road at St. John's. Monster second half there for the PC Friars to start off. Back to action. Horford around the perimeter. Sends it back to White. It's Horford, White, Brown, O'Shea Brissett, and also Drew Holiday. That's the 5 in the court currently for Boston. Missed 3, no good by Derek White. Rebound control by Minnesota. Minnesota's 5 on the floor. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Karl-Anthony Towns, Kyle Anderson, Anthony Edwards, and Naz Reid. Jumper, no good. Misfired by Cat. Rebound control by White. White up the floor. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Sends it off to Horford. Guarded by Cat. Slides it off to his left around the perimeter. Defensive battle here in the second quarter. White takes the 3 straight away. And this will be an offensive foul picked up, though, for Boston. So the Celtics commit an illegal screen set by Horford. It will go back to Minnesota. Yeah, I believe that's the first time ever. They're doing a NFL playoff game over on Peacock that they got. So they've got the Big Ten on Peacock. That Purdue versus Nebraska game from yesterday was on Peacock. Anderson, hand off to Towns on the outside. Towns puts the ball now into the hands of Nickeil. Fires it left side. Deflected out of bounds. Nice knockdown right there by Derek White with active hands around the perimeter. It's too bad he couldn't come up with an interception. He was so close to doing so there, though. Minnesota just looking like they're stuck in a rut here offensively. Taking a lot of tough shots so far in this game. Anderson, tough floater. Off the rim, no good. We got a foul here picked up by the officials. Very late whistle. Kyle Anderson pleading his case to the officials that he got fouled, and he will. So this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. That was very late on the whistle that it was picked up. But yeah, Kyle Anderson floated up the runner, and yeah, that was a correct call right there. Horford got him, and Horford contested the shot, but Horford's hand did not leave Kyle Anderson's shooting arm on the floater until about the time that he was releasing it. So 2 shots here at the free throw line. First one is good by Anderson. Second shot by Anderson, and that's good as well. 3-point game. Celtics with possession. This has been a tight one all throughout the course of today. And Minnesota's never led Boston on a 4-minute scoring drought, looking for something offensively. Jaylen Brown had 15 points in that first quarter. Yet to get anything going on in the second, though. Jaylen had it stripped, poked loose. It will stay Boston basketball, though. Celtics trying to see if they can get out of a jam here offensively. 4:15 left to go before halftime. A very fast-paced first half between these two teams in the game clock. Bounce pass over to Brissett. Got it back. Almost lost it. Able to have it around the perimeter. Holiday floats up the 3. Comes up short. Rebound secure by Edwards. Approaching 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Edwards, top of the key. Working on Brissett 101. Edwards dribbles up. Crossover. Jumper. 15-footer. Off the back rim. No good. A rebound secure by Horford. Celtics with it. Horford at the left wing perimeter. Moves to that left corner into the hands to Holiday. Backs his way. Patience on this possession for Boston. Holiday towards his right. Holiday swings to that left corner. Wide open 3 out. Horford off the mark. No good. A rebound secured there by Edwards. Minnesota yet to lead this game. Down by 3 currently. They trailed as many by 10. Naz Reid working on Horford inside the key. Bounce pass outside Edwards. 10 in the shot clock. Edwards dribbles up. Launches the jumper deep 2. Connects on it. Kiss off the glass. It is good by Anthony Edwards. It's a 1-point game. The Celtics stuck. 4-minute and 15-second scoring drought right now. Boston looking to draw up something here offensively and get themselves back on the scoreboard. White dribbles, drives right down the lane. He lost it out of bounds, though. It's going to be touched by Minnesota, though. And Derek White, actually on the backside, he got fouled, though. So Derek White will shoot 2 at the free throw line coming up. He got fouled on the backside of that. As he went up, he got stripped, and then the ball went out of bounds. The referees rolled a blocking foul picked up by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So Derek White, 2 shots here at the free throw line. First one's good. This has been an excellent game so far between these two teams. Boston has led so far this entire night. We got almost 70 plus in the channel. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. And feel free to keep on sharing this stream out to other people so we can get as many people out here, be a part of this community. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for. If you haven't already done so, feel free to introduce yourself out to the chat here. Got so many different people watching from all different types of countries, so type in who you're rooting for, Celtics, T-Wolves. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so, and let us know where you're watching from out in the chat as well, as we are now got 3 minutes left to go in this game. White made both of the free throws, fall away, off the glass too strong, missed by Edwards. That time he made the one previous to that. Holiday dribbles, swings it out on top. Tatum covered by Edwards. Tatum at the free throw circle, bounce pass left wing to Horford, out to the baseline. White dribbles baseline, swings it on top. Holiday laces up a three. He delivers. Drew Holiday puts it right through the shoot, baby, for the three ball. 50-44. Big time J right there by Drew. Great ball movement off the baseline dribble, assisted by White. Holiday with 7 right now. Minnesota with possession. Edwards staring down Tatum at the wing. Crossover, dribbles up to the right baseline. Edwards floats the pass left corner out of bounds. That's a turnover. Just trying to do too much right there with a basketball. Anthony Edwards off the right baseline dribble. Just a skip pass all the way across to the left corner. Sailed out towards the Minnesota bench. Went well wide of his one of his teammates there as we're down to 2 minutes left to go before half. Boston by 6. White, edge of the midcourt logo. He's defended at the top of the key by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Puts the ball into the hands to Holiday. Baseline dribble, Holiday. Blocked by Naz Reid as Reid came up with the basketball. That's the defense that is number 1 in the NBA in defensive rating right there. Because of that reason. No Rudy Gobert today, but Naz Reid came up with a huge rejection, and Alexander-Walker draws the blocking foul picked up on the floor by White. So 2 free throws coming up now for the T-Wolves. Edith, what's good? Welcome back in. Thanks for stopping by. This has been a really good game right now. Boston 17-0 this season on their home floor. Looking to make it 18-0, looking to make history. Searching for their best home start ever in franchise history. First free throw is good. Second shot. Right down the middle. 4-point game. Just above 1.5 minutes left to go before half. Tatum brings it up the floor right now. Tatum guarded around the perimeter by Anderson. Turns the corner. Tatum drives downhill to the rim. Missed the layup. Got fouled though. So Jason Tatum earning his shots, coming back to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he gets Karl-Anthony Towns towards the side, who picks up the blocking foul. This has been a slower, more methodical type of game than what we're used to seeing. Both of these teams not shooting the ball great, not shooting the ball horrendous either. Right now, Boston 44%, Minnesota 42% from the floor. But Boston, their threes outweighing Minnesota at the moment. That's the reason why the Celtics are up in this game currently. Second free throw is good by Tatum. 6-point advantage right now. Down to 1:20 left to go. Both of these teams perfect, by the way, at the free throw line. That's a great thing to see for the Celtics. They're 12 for 12 tonight in this game. Minnesota's 7 for 7. They're perfect at the free throw line. Downhill for Karl-Anthony Towns, and Boston picks up the reach in. That's on Tatum. And that'll be Tatum's first personal now. Yeah, we're going to get into a little bit of foul trouble right now. For these updates. Al Horford's got 2, Drew Holiday's got 2, White's got 2, Tatum just picked up his first. So this will send the T-Wolves now to the bonus. First one good as Cat makes it. Yeah, that's great to see right there. So Devin Carter repping PC right now. Keto on the street, welcome in. Hoping for the big Celtics dub tonight in this game. Second one's coming up by Cat here at the line. And he drills it. 4-point game. They've been hanging in throughout the course of this night. Good resilient first half, though, for Boston, not allowing Minnesota to take control of this game and take the lead. Brown at the right elbow. Bounce pass behind his back over to Horford. Hand off to Brown around the perimeter. Final minute left to go. Brown accelerates inside the key. Jumper, fall away, swoosh. That is good. Jaylen Brown sinks it down for the fall-away J for the mid-ranger. 6-point Boston lead. That range has basically been around 4, 6, or 8 throughout most of the second quarter. Jaylen Brown had 15 in the first. Finally gets his first field goal. The second, he's got 17. Minnesota with it. Top of the key, Anderson. And away from the basketball, Boston commits a personal foul. This is charged to Horford here. A little bit of ticky-tack calls as a late on the floor. This is going to be a technical free throw coming up. Al Horford stood in the paint for 3 seconds, so it's rolled a defensive 3 seconds on Al Horford. So 1 free throw by Cat. It is good, plus the T-Wolves will get the basketball back. Hey, there we go. Out from D.C. there for Ride Dog. Repping Boston for this one. Glad to have you in the stream. Repping a bunch of different states here. I know the Philippines is highly strong on the channel. We get a lot of people out for the Philippines, especially when we get to the NBA playoffs. Inbound goes to Edwards. My clock's a little bit ahead than what we have right now. Edwards took the jumper. He delivered. Deep 2. Swooshes it. So we got 23 seconds left to go right now. 54-51 as Edwards just made the shot. White puts the ball into the hands of Tatum. 5-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out the second quarter. Tatum, his pass deflected, intercepted. The T-Wolves come up with a steal. Up the floor, Edwards, soaring dunk with a 2-handed flush. It's only a 1-point game. They had been doing a great job taking care of the basketball until that possession. Kick out to the corner, wide open 3, Horford right before the buzzer. No good off the back rim, and it's a 1-point score as we go into halftime. 54-53, we close out at the end of the second quarter here in this one. Anthony Edwards with a steal and a driving dunk and a poor decision by Jason Tatum in the final 15 seconds left to go. The Boston Celtics 17-0 in their home floor. Without Porzingis tonight in this game, looking to make it 18-0, but the T-Wolves have hung and hung and hung in this game throughout so far, and it's been a close and competitive one all throughout the course of that first half. 1 half in the books here, everybody. Thanks all for stopping by, being a part in the stream. Luke Cornett with an excellent start off the bench, getting interviewed right now. 8 points for him in the first 9 minutes from the bench. Jaylen Brown with 17. Jason Tatum has got 12. A lot of questionable decision-making by Tatum, though, in that second quarter. Took a tough follow-away shot, then he missed off the front rim. Had a bad turnover as well in the final 15 seconds. And yeah, we've got ourselves a ball game tonight in this one. Jaylen Brown just with 2 points in the second quarter after exploding for 15 in the first. And Jrue Holiday yet to really get going for him today. He's been excellent so far this season from 3, but just not finding his stroke tonight from the perimeter. 1 for 4 tonight by Holiday. Or Derek White's been as well excellent from 3. White yet to make a 3. He's only got 4 points. Derek White lately, he's been he hasn't had great offensive games as of late for him. So looking to see if he can start to bounce back here in a second. But wow, what a solid game we got here to the first half of action. What's good, Twin City Bulldog Club? Welcome to stream, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a good one so far. Anthony Edwards, he is up to 14, top scorer from Minnesota, 10 by Karl-Anthony Towns, currently leading the way. And they were heavy underdogs entering this game, 11.5-point underdogs, or close to that as the line kept on creeping up. Right before the start of game time, with the announcement of Rudy Gobert, he would not be playing, same as Mike Conley listed out today. So 2 starters listed out, and Porzingis out as well for Boston. Yet I didn't think it'd be that like big of a. I was shocked to see that line got to be that big according to ESPN bets on that line. 10.5 was what they closed it at. So 10.5. I was thinking about yesterday. It was the other one I covered, Memphis at Dallas. That Memphis had the shocking win yesterday at Dallas. That line was 11.5, but this line was Boston by 10.5 today at home. Quick update around the NBA. I'll go through scores right now at halftime. Thanks all for stopping by. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams I cover. I cover basketball action here on the channel. I specialize in Celtics games, but also I cover other NBA teams as well, along with college basketball games also here on the channel. So no matter who you root for, feel free to be a part here of these streams. Everybody is welcome. Everybody is appreciated here on the channel. And got a lot of other games going on at the moment right now. Sacramento up over the Hornets at halftime, 71-59. The Spurs taking on the Pistons. Both of those teams combining for a combined record of 8 wins and 64 losses as San Antonio leads Detroit 63-51. Washington up by 1 over the Pacers 55-54 at halftime. Atlanta leading Philadelphia right now 34-31 as the Hawks have a 3-point lead closing out the first quarter, and then the Heat up over the Thunder at the end of the first 35-29 for Miami. Tipping off at the top of the hour, it will be Rockets at Bulls and then Pelicans at the Warriors at the bottom part of the hour at 8:30 for the ABC game tonight. Yeah, this has been a really good game so far. And credit out to the T-Wolves. They've been hanging in this game. The Celtics, what they've got today, they've got 2 scoring options so far with Brown and Tatum in the first half. And then Luke Cornett's the number 3 option. They just got to get something going on offensively with Derek White and Drew Holiday. Like, those 2 guys are the ones they really have been looking towards, like, stepping up when Porzingis has been, like, missing time and just hasn't been happening lately. It's been tough for both of those guys to generate offense. Wow, this has been crazy. Tennessee on Saturday shredded Ole Miss. Fast forward right now to Wednesday. Mississippi State leads 41-28 against Tennessee with 16.5 minutes left to go in the second half. Number 3 ranked Kansas leading UCF 37-31. North Carolina ranked in number 7 just tipped off against rival NC State. That should be a great one tonight. Memphis trailing by 1, still very early in that game. It's 12-11 for the University of Texas San Antonio. New to the American for UTSA as they're taking on Memphis tonight. Clemson losing against Virginia Tech. Clemson's ranked at 21. That's a big game for Virginia Tech because they could move up in the bubble conversation. And then, holy smokes, St. John's just won on a monster run. Yeah, Providence was up 46-45, and now it's 61-48 St. John's. Wow, there's been monster runs in that game. And if you guys didn't know, I'm a PC Friars fan as well. So Celtics fan, Providence Friars fan. I live like 20 minutes away from Providence, just under an hour south from Boston, where I'm from. Yeah, wow, that is tough right there for PC tonight. Things were looking really promising, and then just St. John's goes on a massive run. It's now 61-50 as St. John's has the lead there. Trying to see if there's any other games of significance. A bunch of mid-majors playing tonight for college basketball. Oh, this is the one Joe's talking about. Great game in the Valley tonight. Indiana State leading Drake 12-8. Yeah, other than that, tons of other mid-majors going on in the slate today. Yeah, they got to get that one against Xavier. Xavier's having a down season. If not, it's going to be tough to get back to the tournament. But if they lose that one against Xavier, it's going to get really tough for them to even be like part of the bracket anymore. So right now we're just at halftime. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the stream as we're currently at the half at the moment. We got those links posted in the description of this video. If anybody is interested, feel free to check out the Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships. That link is posted in the description of this video. It's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member here, to be a part of the memberships. And what that gets you is shout outs at the end of every single one of my live streams for channel members. I just posted a link in the chat as well if anybody's interested in becoming a channel member. Other links that we have in the description of this video. Feel free to check out the Behind the Arc Basketball channel merchandise I got over there as well. I use Teespring for the merchandise site. We got a lot of cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts. So if anybody's interested in having some Behind the Arc Basketball merch, feel free to check that out. That link is posted in the description of this video. Also, the Discord link's out there as well. Same as my Twitter link. It is at Behind the Arc 14 over on X if anybody would like to give me a follow also. So right now we're just at halftime. Recently I switched over to YouTube TV so I could cover these games for you guys this season here on my channel. Be able to have access to all the Celtics games for Behind the Arc Basketball here. And if you're looking for an excellent TV provider, or if you're looking for a TV provider to subscribe to, then I have a great deal just for you at the bottom right corner of the screen. Feel free to check out this latest offer from YouTube TV where you could save $116 in your first 3 months of YouTube TV. All you have to do is scan the QR code at the bottom right corner of the screen, or you can click my YouTube TV Refer a Friend link in the description of this video. YouTube TV, it offers more than 100 live plus channels. That includes NBA TV, ESPN, TNT, Fox Sports 1, Big Ten Network, ACC Network, the NFL Network. Also, if you're from the New England market, it's included with NBC Sports Boston, so you can catch all the Celtics action live this season. Also, many other channels, 100 plus live channels on YouTube TV. It's available in the United States only. No contract or hidden fees. You can cancel anytime. It's a limited time offer, and you would save $116 on your first 3 months of YouTube TV by using my Refer a Friend link, which is in the description of this video. Also, I pinned it to the chat as well, and it's also in the QR code as well. So 1 point game currently at halftime. This has been just an excellent battle. Going back and forth between these two teams. Boston's led this entire game. Minnesota's hung in, though. They've been down by like a range of 4.68, 4.6 points, 8 points usually. It's been between that 4 to 8 zone. Celtics led as many by 10. Twice in this game they had a 10-point lead, I believe. One of them was 28-18, and then Minnesota came back in this game. But yeah, both of these teams similar in terms of shooting, 44% each from the floor. Boston been able to make their threes tonight, 8 for 22 from the perimeter, 36%. Not the best, not the worst. Minnesota tonight, 21% from three, settling for a lot of tough shots, and really struggling to move the ball around in those 3-point attempted shots as they're going quickly up the floor, only allowing like one hand to touch the basketball and just jacking a shot in transition. Right now, the T-Wolves, what's been key for them has been second chance points and also points in the paint. Minnesota 26-12 tonight, points in the paint. Also, they're +5 in the glass, 25-20. And offensive rebounds, they're +5 as well, 6-1. Boston, though, the points in the paint's not showing for, but what has been showing for tonight is their ability to get to the free throw line. So even though the Celtics only have 12 points in the paint, they've been able to make every single one of their free throws. 12 for 12 right now at the free throw line, and that's one of the big keys that matters, is just being able to get downhill, attack to the rim, and head to the free throw line, and that's been key so far in this first half. And then if they keep on doing that, they'll eventually be able to add in some more high-quality shots that they'll be able to make when they add those looks inside the interior from like 5 feet, 10 feet away. or so inside the paint later in this game. They should be able to multiply to as much higher than what they did in the first half of action. Oh yeah, feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on being back live tomorrow night as well, covering Celtics against Bucks. If you'd like to join in, feel free to be back on the stream tomorrow night. That should be a fun one. Celtics got their work cut out for them. Tonight, tomorrow, two huge matchups. Minnesota, top team in the West at 26-10. Milwaukee tomorrow. The Bucks right behind Boston in the NBA standings. The Bucks 3.5 games back. They're 25-12 right now from Milwaukee. That's a road game tomorrow night at Milwaukee, by the way. So Boston plays a home game tonight without Porzingis tonight. Tomorrow Porzingis should be available. He should be coming back. And then they'll take on the Bucks tomorrow. And also after that, Ime's return from Houston. He'll be returning from Houston to Boston for Ime Udoka's return on Saturday night. First game for the Celtics versus Ime. So we're about to start the third quarter of action very soon. Feel free to let us know out in the chat who you guys got for tonight's game to take this one. Celtics or T-Wolves. This has been an excellent first half. Boston led as many by 10. Minnesota's never led this game. It's been a range of 4 to 8 points that the Celtics have led by. Jaylen Brown got out to an excellent start. He had 15 points in the first quarter of action. Only had 2 in the second quarter, got 17 total, the top scorer tonight so far in this game for Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum's got 12, but other players really have to step up. 7 points by Drew Holiday, just 4 points by Derek White. Luke Cornett right now is the number 3 scorer on Boston with 8 points from the bench. Here we go, third quarter about to start right now as we get a good one in store. Bradley, welcome in, man. Glad to have you join in. Joining in right in time as we got an excellent start here. About to start this third quarter of action. Towns, left baseline dribble, gets past Tatum, right to the cup with a finger roll, got the layup. And this is the first lead of the game tonight for the T-Wolves. 55-54, 28-12 points in the paint in favor of Minnesota. Boston with a basketball. Holiday at the left corner. The basketball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson of Minnesota. Boston will get the inbound. The 5 on the floor to start off the third. It's Tatum, Horford, Holiday, Brown, and White. Brown turns the quarter. Swings it outside to Horford. Jacks up the 3. Got it. Right down the middle. Drops it down as he splashes through the triple. Great ball movement right there. Derek White able to turn the corner. Al Horford makes his second 3 of the game now. He's got 6 points currently for Big Al. Minnesota spin move down low. Towns over. Horford connects on it. That's a strong layup right there by Cat. 57-57 to the first minute of action in the third. Brown catching fire, takes it, and he makes it. Jaylen Brown splash from the outside, drills the triple. 60-57. Minnesota with a possession. Jaylen Brown's got 20, the top scorer. Cat, deep range 2. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, and Brown comes up with a defensive rebound. Up the floor for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown attacking. Downhill spin move. Inside the key. Lost it. Got it back. Flung out the pass to the left wing. Holiday. Step back 3 in the air over Anderson. Bricked it off the back rim. No good. A rebound secured by Minnesota. The T-Wolves down by 3. Their 3-ball not been able to stick tonight very often in this game. The T-Wolves just 21% from 3 at 3 for 14. Edwards inside the paint. Flings it out left corner. Deflected out of bounds though by Boston. Minnesota catches a break right there. It will stay T-Wolves ball. Inbound from Minnesota. Anderson attacks, drives downhill, and he draws the foul. And that was on the dribble drive penetration there. So Al Horford picks up the reach and foul on Kyle Anderson. And that's the third personal foul now picked up by Horford. Going to have to be careful remaining part of this game. Minnesota will get the inbound underneath their hoop right now. Been an excellent matchup between these two teams tonight. 60-57 currently inbound to the T-Wolves. Basketball goes to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's on the floor with Anderson, Towns, Jaden McDaniels, and Anthony Edwards. Kick out left corner. Open three. McDaniels delivers. It's a tie game, 60-60. Celtics looking for something right now. Under 10 minutes left to play in the third. Tatum bounce pass over to Brown. Brown at the free throw circle. Brown able to work his way right past the defense. Couldn't finish. He missed a wide open layup. Yeah, just lost a step right there off the dribble by Jaylen Brown. That was a sweet move, though, off the up fake. Here's a three. Cats bricked it off the rim. No good. A rebound secured by Boston. Minnesota just going for one touch around the perimeter and jacking up a quick shot. They've been really struggling with those low percentage shots from the outside today. Tatum, he'll draw the reach and foul. Gets picked up by McDaniels on the personal foul here. 60-60 right now. Not many turnovers at all in today's action. Not many clock stoppages as well. Inbound, Brown, tough shots. Going up, gets fouled off the shot. So Jaylen Brown will shoot two coming up at the free throw line. Yeah, he was able to get Edwards off the up fake right there. Two shots coming up by Jaylen. Boston, by the way, is perfect tonight at the free throw line, 12 for 12. First free throw is good. It's a great sign to see compared to the previous two that they had against Indiana. They could just not hit a free throw whatsoever. Substitution coming onto the floor for Minnesota, number 18. About to check in. Shake Milton, former Philadelphia 76er. About to check on the floor here for Minnesota. Second shot coming up at the free throw line by Jaylen Brown. It's up and it's good. Boston automatic tonight at the free throw line. 14 for 14. T-Wolves down by 2 with a possession. Nickeil Alexander-Walker puts the ball into the hands to Edwards. Edwards at the midcourt logo. Edwards off the Anderson screen. Crossover. Top of the key. Edwards dribbles up to the elbow. Launches to Jay. Connects on it. Wide open. Able to splash down the deep two. 62-62. Celtics with it. Left baseline dribble Brown. And again, the T-Wolves assessed with a reach and foul picked up on the floor. Charged to Anderson. Yeah, that is really concerning there for Kansas. I know it's a road game, but that's the bottom of the Big 12. You got to take care of UCF. Inbound underneath Brown. Brown inside to the mid-block. Brown working on Anderson. Brown up fake. Swings it back outside into the hands to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up. Step back jumper deep two. Skipped around the rim. No good. Missed by Tatum. Rebound secured by Anderson. Minnesota quick up the floor. Edwards outside to Milton. Back into the hands to Edwards. Left wing perimeter right now. Anthony Edwards. Guarded by Derek White, 1-on-1. Shot clock's down to 10. Edwards with a basketball. Step back three in the air. Right over White delivers. Anthony Edwards sticks it as he makes the three. It's a 3-point lead for the T-Wolves. Boston looking for something here offensively. Brown at the rim, missed the layup. Edwards comes up with a defensive rebound. Edwards up the floor, lost it, turns it over. Celtics on transition now, up the court. Holiday outside to his right finds Brown. Brown slows it down at the free throw circle, off to Horford, into the hands to Tatum. Steps into a three, bang, bang. Oh, that's a huge shot right there. Jason Tatum up the floor, steps into the three, and he buries it for the Blue Hills. 65-65. 7:45 left to go in the third. Big time shot right there with a high arc by JT. Towns inside, a right-handed hook connects. Gutted a drop inside a key. It is good for two by Cats. 7.5 left to go. Karl-Anthony Towns with 16. Edwards got 19. 6 this quarter by Cat. Brown took the jumper. He got fouled. And this will depend on the spot. If both of his feet were behind the three-point line, this will be 3. If not, it will be 2. If one of his feet was on the three-point line, let's see here. Both behind. Then he goes up near the official. Up fake into a shooting motion. And this will be 3. 3 free throws upcoming. Got fouled by Nickeil Alexander-Walker On the right corner, Jaylen Brown will shoot 3 at the line, and the first one he nails. Excellent game by Boston tonight. They are perfect at the moment at the free throw line. A 15 all. 15 for 15 on free throws. And that's what crushed them against Indiana on Monday. They went 20 for 29 at the free throw line. Second shot is good by Jaylen Brown. It's amazing to see that he's been able to make every single one of them tonight for Jaylen Brown. He's had some shooting woes this year when it's come down to free throws from time to time. Third free throw, rattles in, gets them all. Boston, every single free throw, it matters tonight in this game. 17 out of 17. Minnesota right behind them, also perfect. 10 of 10. Shake Milton with the basketball. This has been an excellent executed game between these two teams. Put in with a good amount of defense as well. Edwards, crossover, works on Tatum. Step back, Jay Edwards. Off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Brown. Celtics with it, approaching 7 minutes left to go. Brown up the floor. Jaylen Brown, crossover, dribbles, drive, stripped. Lost it out of bounds. Oh, it's going to be a turnover. The referees rolled a turnover out of bounds by Jaylen Brown. And the Celtics, will they challenge it? We shall see. As Boston here is taking the timeout, I believe they might challenge this call on the floor. 68-67 as we are down to 6:57 left to go. In the third quarter of action here, Jaylen Brown was signaling challenge as he thought it was clearly stripped out of bounds by the Minnesota defense. We shall see coming back after the timeout as this is a 1-point game. Boston leads by 1. What a game between these two teams currently. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play. Boston Celtics games I specialize in for NBA play-by-play. I also cover other NBA teams as well, along with college basketball games. So if you guys would like to stay in the know, be a part here throughout the course of the season for my streams, Boston Celtics basketball streams, NBA streams, college basketball streams, feel free to join in and be a part of my channel and stay subscribed and stay in the know here on Behind Your Basketball. What a game between these two teams. It has been excellent. Back and forth, back and forth. Jaylen Brown's got 25. Jason Tatum with 15. Other players have to step up, though. They've combined for 40 of the 68 right now in this game. And you need more just than 2 offensive weapons to get the job done. And yesterday, Luka and Kyrie were able to combine for massive point totals themselves, but nobody else was able to step up, and that's why the Dallas Mavericks lost that game. So right now, 40 out of the 68 have been through Tatum or Brown. That's almost 60% of the points right now through the scoring between Tatum and Brown in this game. After that, Luke Cornett has 8. 7 points by Drew Holiday, 6 points by Al Horford tonight. For Minnesota, the points, once again, it's between a duo. It's going to be who rises up for the duo tonight out of these these teams. Who is the duo able to rise up and take control of this game and win it? Make the big shots late. That is the key. Anthony Edwards, 19 points, 16 points by Karl Anthony Towns tonight. And those two guys are the top scorers. After that, Naz Reid has 9. Everybody else with single digits currently for Minnesota. So they're responsible 35 out of the 67 for total points right now for Minnesota between Edwards and Cad. That's over 52% of the points between those two. And over 58% of the points between Brown and Tatum combined for tonight. Boston looking to keep their perfect streak here at home. 17-0. Searching for their best home start ever in franchise history if they can make it 18 straight tonight. Back from the timeout, the officials agree it has been ruled a turnover by Boston. So this will go right back to Minnesota right now. With under 7 minutes left to go in the third. Baseline dribble. Shake Milton. Backdoor contested by Brown. No good off the mark. Shake Milton went down. No call by the referees. Out of the play. 5-4 for the Celtics. White jacks up the 3. Off the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the T-Wolves. Hey, what's good? Cody in the stream. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you stop by. Wow, yeah. Providence was down by double digits last time I checked, and now they're down by just 5. It's 72-67. So looking like Devin Carter's having a massive impact as of late in that game. Passing off to the cutter underneath Jaylen Brown. He scores. Up and off the backboard. That's good for 2. Boston with a 3-point lead. Great assist right there by Al Horford as Jaylen Brown received it, cutting straight line to the hoop. Reed, hook shot. Around goes in. He's got 11. Third player now to double figures scoring for Minnesota with Naz Reid. Horford at the right wing. Bounce pass goes to Brown. Brown backs his way low block. Brown inside a key double team. Bounce pass Horford. Swings it around. Open 3. Drew Holiday. No good. Missed off the front rim. Drew and White tonight have had the looks from the perimeter, just haven't been able to convert. Holiday 1 for 6 from 3. Derek White 0 for 3 from the perimeter. Naz Reid dribble drive down the lane inside, gets fouled. And he'll have 2 coming up here at the free throw line as he gets Derek White on the blocking foul. And White unhappy about the call here, defending Naz Reid. Ooh, that looked pretty clean for defense. That looked pretty clean for defense right there, but the officials rolled Derek White in the blocking foul. First one is good. We are tied 70-70. Second shot by Reed. It is good. Able to get the bounce as it spun around and in. 1 point lead for the T-Wolves. 5:40 left to go. Both of these teams perfect tonight at the free throw line. Minnesota 12 for 12. Boston 17 for 17. It could come down to who misses the first free throw in this game. Jaylen Brown, top of the key. Brown, his pass got kicked. Kicked ball violation charged to Alexander Walker. Well, this has been an excellent game tonight. Almost 70 plus watching. If you're new on the stream right now, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, type in the chat who you guys like tonight in this one to win this game here. Celtics or T-Wolves. Brown receives the pass. Kick out right corner. Open 3. Derek White. Have a nice night. He draws it. Finally, Derek White converts in a 3. 73-71. 41% from 3-point range tonight for the Celtics right now, and that could be a very well deciding factor down this home stretch of the game. Approaching 5 minutes left to go in the third. Bounce pass through the needle. Shake Milton gets the bucket and 1. Draws the contact and the foul. We are tied 73 all. This has been an excellent game. Drew Holiday, if that was on him, and I believe so for Drew. That is his 3rd personal foul, and it is. So Drew picks up his 3rd. The free throw is missed at the line by Shake Milton. That is the first made free throw of the game. Very well could be a difference maker in this one. Holiday circles around, floats it up inside the key, drops it through for 2 right over Naz Reid. Boston with a 2-point lead. Minnesota with possession. Shake Milton takes up the floor. He's in the court alongside Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid, Karl-Anthony Towns, and also Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Edwards, bounce pass on chop off the Reid into the hands to Cat. Laces up a 3. Got it. Right down the chute. Cat with a big-time 3 ball. 76-75. Excellent game between these two teams. High execution right now, looking like an NBA playoff game. Tatum drives inside the paint. Tatum right to the rim, scores up and off the backboard. Looking for the foul call, couldn't get one, but he got the layup. That was a strong drive right there by JT to the hole. Cat looking to do the same. Euro step, kick, corner, Reid, up fake, open, 3. Oh, he hits it. Naz Reid drills the 3. Back-to-back 3 surrendered by the Boston Celtics defense. Boston looking to respond right here. Naz Reid, 16.7 rebounds. Earlier on during his career, he was in trade talks, potentially going to Boston. Stayed put, though, in Minnesota. Top of the key, White. White, up fake, dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. He got stripped. He lost it. A turnover. Shake Milton comes up with a steal. That was perfection with a defense right there by Minnesota by Shake Milton. Edwards around the perimeter. Guarded by White around the outside. 3:20 left to go in the third. Anthony Edwards, crossover. Edwards backs his way to the elbow. Edwards, fall away, tough shot. Off the back rim, no good. Horford with a rebound. We get a whistle here at the floor. And we get a late foul. Picked up, it's charged to Jason Tatum on a loose ball foul. That's a tough call. That is a tough call right there. Oh, there's nothing. Loose ball foul picked up by Tatum. He was boxing out with Cat. And the T-Wolves will burn a timeout on the floor. Nothing there. I don't know how the refs called that a foul. That is just bad. Bad basketball right there. And also, both of these teams to update are in the bonus right now. So if this stands, it'll be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. It should be Karl-Anthony Towns, since he was the one that Tatum was boxing out for the rebound. And Tatum got called on him for the personal foul. That's a tough one right there. We take the timeout on the floor. 3:12 left to go. Minnesota 2-point lead. 79-77. What a game right now between these two teams. Quick update along the NBA scoreboard right now. Kings, 13-point lead against the Hornets, 93-80. Sabonis, double-double, 24 points, 10 rebounds. Spurs leading the Pistons, 83-68. Wemby, double-double, 14 and 12 for Victor Wembanyama, also with 7 total assists. Pacers up over the Wizards, 72-65. Sixers up over the Hawks, 62-59, going into halftime. Actually, the Sixers just made a shot in the final second, so they lead by 5 entering halftime, 64-59. The Heat up by 4 over the Thunder at halftime, 69-64. And the Bulls, early second, leading the Rockets 30-27 right now. Top players so far tonight in this game. Jaylen Brown, top scorer. He's got 27. Jason Tatum with 17. Right now, Boston perfect at the free throw line, 17 for 17, executing extremely well. Minnesota making some threes lately. Karl-Anthony Towns coming in clutch as a late stage of this third. He's got 19, double-double for him with 10 rebounds. Anthony Edwards, 19 points as well. They have a third option who stepped up, Naz Reid, and that's the reason why they have taken this lead. Naz Reid having a big third quarter, 16 points by him. 7 points in the third by Naz Reid. 16 points in 20 minutes. And all that showed up today for Boston has been Tatum and Brown. Whereas they've got a trio, just one extra player with Naz Reid after Edwards and Cat, who's had an excellent game today as well. So Drew Holiday, really tough showing offensively so far tonight in this game. He's got 9 points, but that's on just 1 for 6 shooting from threes. He's got a lot of open looks, just has come up short tonight on the 3-ball. Feel free to join me back in tomorrow. I plan on covering Celtics versus Bucks tomorrow night. That should be an incredible game as well. Both of these games excellent. Boston, number 1 team in the NBA, taking on the number 1 team in the West, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota will have the basketball back. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Both teams with 4 personal fouls. Next time around, they'll be in the bonus. Cornet, great contest. Naz Reid missed the layup, went out of bounds off the netting. And it was not touched by Cornet. Instead, he altered it, but didn't block it. It was out of bounds. Last off the shot by Reid. Celtics have the basketball. Ice Baby, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Floater, no good. Missed by Holiday. Inside the key, hit the rim short. And his struggling offensive game today continues for Drew. 9 points on 4 for 11 shooting. At the right wing, it's Edwards. Edwards guarded by Holiday. Crossover. Step back 3 in the air by Edwards. And he hits it. Working on Drew Holiday. Able to shake him, bake him with space. And he took it and he made it. Largest lead tonight for the T-Wolves. 22 points by Edwards. 5-point advantage. Boston looking for something. Tatum at the right wing, guarded by Anderson. Tatum gets past Anderson. Tatum right to the rim, scores. Up in and off the backboard. Oh, what a move right there. Slippery right to the cup for Jason Tatum. Here goes Minnesota with it. Milton into the hands to Anderson on top. He finds Reid. Reid drives right over Cornet. No good. Great contest by Luke Cornet. Defensive rebound hauled in by Hauser. Hauser passes right corner. Pritchard into the hands to Tatum. Steps into a 3 for the tie. Off the back iron. No good. A rebound secure by Minnesota. Down to 1:50 left to go. Edwards through traffic. Edwards goes up. Edwards. As we got contact here, it's going to be a block out of bounds according to the officials. Great defense there by Boston. All around, just pancaking the middle. Not allowing anything to happen there for Anthony Edwards inside the paint as they were able to deny him. 1:48 left to go. This will be an inbound to the baseline for Minnesota. What a game between these two teams. If you're new in the stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe to inbound. Goes to the right corner to Edwards. Spin move. Gets right past Holiday underneath. Moves it off to Anderson. Anderson up fake right over Cornet. Drew the contact and the foul. A leaner right into Luke Cornett, and now Kyle Anderson will shoot 2 at the free throw line for the Timberwolves. Wow. Thanks for the update right there, Bradley. Louisville showing something against Miami, who is on the bubble, receiving votes. That can really wreck the Canes' tournament chances if Louisville picks up that win. 2 shots here at the free throw line for Minnesota in the bonus. First one, no good. Missed to the line by Kyle Anderson. Wow, PC is down by 1 as well. Thanks for the update there, Vegas. We've got roller coaster games going on right now currently. Once we get to the end of the quarter, I'll update you guys in the scoreboard between NBA scores and college basketball scores. Bunch of games going on. Anderson, second free throw, puts it through. 4-point advantage currently for Minnesota. 1:40 left to play in the third. Dan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in, bud. 17 for 17. Perfect at the free throw line tonight for Boston. Minnesota's missed 2 shots at the free throw line tonight for the T-Wolves. They are 13 for 15. Missed shot by Boston. Went to the corner. Heads up play. Drew Holiday puts it out of bounds off the backside to Edwards. Edwards looking for the review call right now. He thought that Holiday stepped out of bounds. Let's see here on the race to the basketball. That was Milton. He actually put it out of bounds, and Edwards was right next to Milton. As Edwards was signaling review, it went out of bounds off the backside of Milton. 1:23 left to go in the third. As we have a timeout here taken on the floor, and Boston trailing by 4 as we go to the timeouts. What a game. Man, so many good games going on right now at the moment, and we're in the midst of one right here. Boston, number 1 in the NBA. Top of the East. Minnesota, top of the West. This is a huge game because not only both of these teams are at the top of their conferences, but if Minnesota wins this game and they meet the Celtics in the finals, then if they do have similar identical records as the same seed, then the advantage would go to Minnesota there because they would have the head-to-head over Boston at 2-0. If that does happen, a lot of stuff would have to stack up right in order for that to happen, though, in terms of home court, because both of those teams would have to make it all the way to the finals. Obviously, we're just in January. We still have all the way to go to April for the seeding, and then April, May, June for the playoffs. So they are looking at this one right now on the floor. This is under review right now at the moment. Drew Holiday pinned it off the backside of Shake Milton on the last play, and according to the officials, it is out of bounds. Last touch by Minnesota. That's what they're looking at right now on the floor. The T-Wolves asking for a review, though, on the floor right now. We'll see if this will stand and be Boston basketball upcoming. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We got over 70 plus watching right now. Type in the chat who you guys like tonight in this game here. Celtics or T-Wolves. Boston led by 10, their largest lead of the game. Minnesota, their largest lead has been 5. And this has been reversed. This will be Minnesota basketball. So, Holiday, the basketball ricocheted back into him. So it went off Milton in the quarter play and ricocheted back over to Holiday according to the officials there. That is a very, very tough call. Porzingis not playing tonight. He is out. Should be back tomorrow against Milwaukee at the right wing. Anthony Edwards guarded by Tatum around the perimeter. 1:10 left to go. Edwards crossover, draws a double team, bounce pass on top. McLaughlin fires a fastball over to Anderson. Anderson floats up the shot. No good off the mark, right over Holiday. Cornette came up with a defensive rebound. Final minute left to go in the third. Boston down by 4. Drew dribbles up top of the free throw circle. Step back 3 in the air. Drew Holiday bricked another one off the back rim. He is stone cold tonight. Cannot buy a bucket for Drew Holiday. Anderson, crossover inside the paint, working on Hauser. Way too many steps, no call by the referees. Rebound control by Boston here. Pritchard, up the floor. Pritchard, guarded by McLaughlin. Pritchard, right block. Over to Cornette, flings out the pass, left corner, Hauser. Hauser up fake, dribbles inside. Hauser, stripped, lost it. Milton comes up with a steal. Goes right back over to Minnesota. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Big-time defensive battle between these two teams tonight. It has been physical. It has been gritty. Barely any turnovers. Both of these teams executing at a high level, especially defensively. Edwards Final possession potentially. 1 second differential. Shot clock, game clock to close out the third. Edwards right to the rim. Draws the blocking foul. 3.8 seconds left to go. Anthony Edwards targets Sam Hauser on the blocking foul, and he'll shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. The Boston Celtics undefeated on their home floor at 17-0, looking for a franchise record 18 straight victories to open up this season. If they do come out of this one tonight, they'd have to battle back and win the fourth quarter and come from behind and win this game. First free throw is good by Edwards. The Boston Celtics have only gone on 1 losing streak this season. It was games number 6 and 7 that they lost against the T-Wolves. The first time around, November the 6th, lost against the Sixers on November the 8th. Second free throw is good by Edwards. 2 seconds left to go. Pritchard heaves it out the Horde. Off the back iron, no good, and we close out at the end of the third. 6-point advantage for Minnesota. Largest lead of the game. 12 minutes left to go. Boston right now, struggling in terms of offense tonight. Drew Holiday has the looks, cannot buy a bucket tonight when it's come down to his perimeter shots. 85-79 to the end of 3 in this matchup here. We've got 12 more minutes of excellent basketball remaining. Make sure to don't change the channel here. We'll have you guys covered for the final 12. Should be a great one. What a game. Fourth quarter upcoming, everybody. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, or ring that notification bell if you guys would like to join in, be a part here for future live streams I cover. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, NBA games, specializing in the Celtics, NBA games, college hoops as well. What's good, Alfie? Welcome in from the Philippines. Appreciate you here for finding my stream. Hit us up in the chat who you guys are rooting for here. Celtics, T-Wolves. Also, let us know where you guys are watching from as well. Got a lot of great supporters out in the Philippines. Type it in where you guys are watching from in this chat also. Jaylen Brown, 27 points, the top scorer. Jason Tatum with 19. Tough game offensively by Drew Holiday. Just 9 points for him on 1 for 7 from three-point range. Derek White struggling as well, just 7 points. Kristaps Porzingis not playing tonight. Out for this game. He should be back tomorrow to take on Milwaukee. I plan on being back tomorrow if you guys are interested as well, covering the Bucks against the Celtics at 7:30. So feel free to join in if you guys are like for that stream as well. Anthony Edwards, 24, 19 points by Karl Anthony Towns with 10 rebounds, and then 16 by Naz Reid. So upcoming here with a fourth quarter. Recently, I switched over to YouTube TV so I could access all of the NBA channels to cover the action for all my viewers here this season on Behind Your Basketball. If you're looking for an excellent TV provider to catch all of the sports action this season, or if you're thinking about switching to a new TV provider or looking for a provider to subscribe to, check out this latest offer here from YouTube TV at the bottom right corner of the screen. It's a great offer where you could save $116 on your first 3 months of YouTube TV. All you have to do is scan the QR code, or you can click my YouTube TV refer a friend link in the chat. It's pinned in the chat, also in the description of this video. It offers over 100 plus live channels, which includes ESPN, TNT, the NFL Network, Fox Sports 1, NBC Sports Boston if you're from New England. It's available in the US only, no contract or hidden fees. You can cancel anytime, a limited time offer. And that is pinned in the chat if anybody is interested in my refer a friend link for YouTube TV. Here we go. Back to start off the fourth quarter of action. Derek White missed the floater. The first possession for Boston off the front rim, no good. A rebound secured by Minnesota. Touch pass out to the wing. Here's a 3 launched by Reed. Off the back iron, missed. A rebound secured by Brown. Celtics, they're 5 in the floor to start off the fort. Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, Sam Hauser, and Peyton Pritchard got stuffed by Cat right at the rim. Derek White's the 5th player on the floor. McLaughlin changing tempo right to the rim. No good, missed the layup. Tipped by Cornett over to Brown for the defensive rebound. Brown brings it up the floor here for Boston. Top of the key for JB. Jaylen Brown defended by McDaniels. 5 on the floor currently for Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, Jordan McLaughlin, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Karl-Anthony Towns missed 3 at the wing, no good. Tipped up by White, but it went right over to Nickeil with a defensive rebound. Upset alert with UCF leading Kansas by 4 right now. That is insane. 57-53. Cat kick to the corner. Reid outside off to McLaughlin. Launches a 3. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Hauser. Celtics down by 6, looking for something here offensively, as we will have a personal foul here picked up, charge to Minnesota, out in transition, charge to Naz Reid. So this will be a Celtics inbound coming up with 10:25 left to go. Boston will get the inbound in the front court. Commerce Ozzy, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by here. This has been an incredible game. Boston, number 1 in the NBA, 28-8, taking on Minnesota, top of the West at 26-10. White, outside finds Hauser, launches the 3, it goes in, rolls around the ring of the rim, drops down for the 3 ball off the catch by Sam Hauser. 3-point game, approaching 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Minnesota with a possession. Alexander Walker lobs it over to Towns around the perimeter. Towns double teamed. Outside to Nickeil. Steps into an open 3. Hits it. Nickeil Alexander Walker splashes down the triple. 6-point game once again. That was a gamble by Boston though. Minnesota able to take the 3 and make it. Brown, free throw circle. Brown bounce past the Hauser. Off the catch. Shoots the 3. Oh, he hits it. Sam Hauser once again. Bang, bang from the perimeter. Back-to-back 3s. Here we go. 9.5 left to go. Hauser, great bench points to start off the fourth quarter with back-to-back triples with 6 now in this game. Reid at the top, launches 1, and he drills it. Naz Reid, able to float up the shot straight away, just looking so casual with a stroke delivers. He has got 19 tonight from the bench for Naz Reid. And in transition, McDaniels picks up the personal foul. 9:18 remaining. What a game. What a game between these two teams here. Jaden McDaniels picks up the personal foul, and he has just fouled out for McDaniels. I believe so. Yeah, ESPN actually has it, yeah. Derek White off the inbound to the rim, gets the layup. 91-87. Approaching the 9-minute mark left to go. Derek White off the inbound, driving with a head full of steam to the rim, just score. McLaughlin dribbles up now to the elbow, on top off to Anderson. McLaughlin has it again, drives inside, kick out right corner. Into the hands here of Nickeil Alexander-Walker, off to McLaughlin, weaves his way, working around Hauser, no good. That's perfect defense by Sam Hauser. The Celtics come back with the basketball here. Boston up the floor. White lost it, turns it over. Goes right back to Minnesota right now. They're going to wait here for numbers. Cat, a fake around the perimeter. He is guarded by Cornette. Cat fires the pass off the Reid. Launches a 3. Bricked it off the back rim. Hauser comes out with a defensive rebound. Here goes Boston with it. Trailing by 4. Hauser fade away. Off the rim, no good. Naz Reid secures the defensive rebound, and the T-Wolves will burn a timeout here. 8:14 left to go. 4-point game. A lot of hero ball going on lately. Too many 3s. 91-87 defensive battle tonight. Wow, what a game between these two teams. Incredible. I'm going to see if I can go over that scoreboard for you guys when I do have a chance right now. We take the timeout on the floor. Just massive, massive game currently. Check that. That's 5 on Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, they put up the graphic for NBC Sports Boston. I wasn't... I looked at it quick. I thought it said he fouled out. It was 5 that he's got. So he has got 5. So he still can play unless he picks up 1 more. So McDaniels, some deep, deep foul trouble right now at the moment. So McDaniels out of this game currently at the moment with 5 personal fouls. Picked up on the reach a couple minutes ago on the floor. Edwards with 24, 19 and 10 by Towns with points and rebounds. Naz Reid up to 19. Celtics with 2 players showing up big tonight. Jaylen Brown 27, Tatum with 19. They've just been stuck in a rut here offensively tonight for Boston. Just luckily their free throws have helped. They're perfect at the free throw line, 17 for 17. Their defense has been able to help them out a lot. It's just a lot of hero ball tonight in this game. And Jrue Holiday, his stroke just not there tonight. Same as Derek White. Derek White, Jrue Holiday, just 9 points total for each of them, combining to shoot 2 for 11 from 3-point range. I got a Twitter page up there. I'll get you the link there, Alfie. Thanks so much for wondering. I have a personal Facebook, but I don't have a Facebook for the channel. I'm gonna see if I can create one in the upcoming future, though. But I have a Twitter page that I'll put over there, over on X. I'll post the link out in the chat. Feel free to check it out if you like. It's Behind the Arc 14, so it's at Behind the Arc 14. That is my Twitter there. I got that as the logo for the social media logo. So I'm over on X for that. So feel free to give me a follow if you guys would like. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball channel memberships. You get shout-outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. It's as low as $1.99 US dollar rate per month to become a channel member here for the channel. And all those links are posted in the description below this video between the channel memberships, the merchandise link that I have. We got a lot of cool stuff over in the merchandise link. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts. Feel free to check it out if you guys would like. Same as my Twitter link at Behind the Arc 14. And also the Discord link. All of that's in the description of this video. Here we go. Back from the timeout. 8:14 remaining left to play. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part on the channel tonight. Jaylen Brown around the perimeter, picks up the reach and foul as he knocks down Kyle Anderson on the outside. It will stay Minnesota ball. Tough call right there against Jaylen. 8:09 left to play now. Boston commits their first personal foul of the fourth quarter. Minnesota with 2. And here we go, inbound. Minnesota gets the inbound. Anderson attacks on Cornet. Anderson got the layup right past Cornet. 93-87. 8 minutes now left to go in the fourth quarter. Celtics offense looking for something. Anderson's got 11 points now in double figures. Tatum at the right wing. Step back 3 in the air by Tatum. Laser beam, he's got it. Jason Tatum drops down the 3. It is good off the step back. 93-90. That is massive there by JT as he sticks the 3 ball. 7:40 left to go. Top of the key, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's on the floor with Kyle Anderson, Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Naz Reid. Anderson dribbles up on Cornet, takes the jumper, 13-footer, connects on it. Good for 2 by Kyle Anderson, 5-point T-Wolves lead. 5 players on the floor for Boston. Tatum, Brown, White, Cornet, and Horford. Tatum has it. Edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum towards his left around the perimeter. Tatum works on Cat crossover. Tatum on the outside. 3 ball right over Cat. Off the back of no good. Tipped by Cornet. Offensive rebound tapped all the way to the back floor. Cornet able to save it. Tipped it right over to Brown. Brown at the top of the key. Accelerates the free throw circle. Takes the jumper mid-range. And he hits it. Jaylen Brown rattles in. It is good for 2 off the mid-ranger. 95-92. Jaylen Brown with 29, the top scorer. Tatum's got 24. Minnesota slows down the basketball. Under 7 minutes left to go. The T-Wolves with possession. Nickeil swings it out on top over to Reid at the wing. Edwards launches a 3. Swoosh! Big time shot after big time shot by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards laces up the 3 and he sinks it. He's got 27. Tatum attacks. Tatum to the rim. Tatum, and he gets it. And 1 coming up in the free throw line by Jason Tatum. It's a 4-point game plus 1 pending. Jason Tatum finding a way somehow, some way, someday. He's got it today. What a game. Gabriel, welcome to the stream, man. Relaxing music. Welcome back in. Out in Western Mass. 6:23 left to go. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Tatum One shot here at the free throw line. They're perfect all game. He drills it. They continue with a perfect streak thanks to JT. He's got 25. 98-95. 6:20 left to go. The Celtics 18 all at the free throw line. 18 for 18 tonight. Minnesota with it. Driving, attacking. Nikhil out to the wing, off to Edwards. Edwards around the perimeter, guarded by Brown. Edwards, 5 of the shot clock. Edwards, step back 3 from the corner. Around the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Holiday. Celtics with it. 6 minutes left to play. Tatum backs his way. Left baseline dribble. Tatum to the cup. No good, no foul. Looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it as he floated up the shot off the top of the glass. Cat passes off the roll down. And the basket's there. It is good for 2 by Kyle Anderson. 100-95. 5:40 left to go. Celtics down by 5, trailing in this game. In the battle between 2 teams at the top of the NBA. Derek White with a 3. No good. Not his day. Rejected by the back rim. Right there. Him and Drew Holiday just not the shooters tonight. Not been able to knock down shots. They are combined 2 for 12 tonight from the perimeter. Edwards. Looking to pass it and bounce pass into the hands of Towns. 5 in the shot clock. Towns attacks. Outside to the top of the key. Nikhil bumped into. Oh, he got fouled. They're going to wave off the basket. Derek White with a push foul before the shots. So that was a foul to give. Minnesota will get the inbound with a new 14 in the shot clock. Yeah, White bumped into Nikhil on the up fake before he went into the shooting motion. So Minnesota gets the inbound right now. Kyle Anderson. New 14 in the shot clock. Off to Edwards. Swings it outside to Anderson. 5 minutes left to go right now. Anderson attacks inside the paint. Anderson over Drew. Got it a drop. That was swifty right there in that move by Kyle Anderson. He's been able to start to take control of this game as of late. He's got 17-8 this quarter. Holiday. Off the screen set by Horford. Holiday at the right wing perimeter. Celtics down by 7, largest deficit. Gonna have to get back into this game. Channel in their inner adversity. Brown, jumper, mid-range. Oh, it comes up short. He got rejected. No call with the referees. The T-Wolves. A 10.5 point favorite on the line at the road of the Boston Celtics tonight, up by 7. And the Celtics really in danger right now. Top of the key, Edwards. Edwards, crossover, double-teamed Edwards. And he got tied up. Jason Tatum coming in right there, tying up Edwards. Edwards pleading his case to the officials. It'll be a jump ball coming up. Huge tie-up by Tatum coming in. Largest deficit right now, right here for Boston. Their offense has just been stuck in the mud in today's game. Basically what has been outside all throughout Massachusetts today. Just snow changing to rain, just getting stuck in the mud like that. That's been the offense tonight, stuck in quicksand. And a jump ball won by Minnesota. Nikhil at the rim. Got the layup. Reverse hand Nikhil Alexander Walker off the jump ball tip that they won. Just scored. Oh my goodness, through traffic, he went backdoor and got that one. Largest lead in the game by Minnesota, 104-95 as we take the timeout on the floor. Minnesota looking to see if they can pull off a big upset here. This win could go very far. It could go into June. If both of these teams have the same record, the same seed at the end of the year, Minnesota would hold the tiebreaker. If they're able to win this game tonight, they'd be 2-0 in the season series over Boston. And if both of them meet in the finals, Minnesota would have home court advantage. If both of these teams end up being a 1 seed with identical records. Only one time the Celtics have gone on a losing streak this season. And that was when they faced the T-Wolves. Lost the first game against the T-Wolves, lost against Philly the next game. That was in games 6 and 7 of the season. Boston stuck in a major offensive struggle today at 41%. One of your lowest point scoring totals of the season at 95 on the board. And by the way, Rudy Gobert is not playing tonight. You know for real, the Denver Nuggets last year were saying their toughest matchup was Minnesota. And yeah, we have found that out for sure. And when it comes to top-tier Western Conference opponents, Boston has just not been there against top-tier Western Conference opponents, losing against OKC to start off the season, and now this. Got a lot of college basketball upsets. UCF, Central Florida, about to upset Kansas if Kansas can't come back. 63-60. Central Florida, 17 seconds remaining. That is wild right there. Let's go to the games that's gone final. By the way, Memphis against UTSA, it's tied at 42 at the start of the second half. Major win for Louisville there. The Cards knocking off Miami today. Huge win for Bradley's Louisville Cards in that game. Virginia Tech beat Clemson 87-72. Mississippi State beat Tennessee 77-72. St. John's by 2 over Providence. Massive upsets today in college basketball. Deja vu all over again. Yesterday it was Purdue and Houston that went down. Boston going to have to really overcome something here down the stretch. It's only been Tatum and Brown to show up. Drew Holiday and Derek White, once again, just poor offensive games by them. Just not there with their stroke tonight. Their shot just not even close. 6-zip run by the T-Wolves. We got a little bit over 4 minutes left to go, so I'm going to stop my clock here until we get to 3:54. We got like 5 more seconds till we get there. Tatum up fake in the free throw circle. Tatum drives downhill to the rim. He scores up and off the backboard. 3:50 now left to go as we got a 7-point game. Tatum scores in the layup. 27 by Tatum currently. Minnesota slows down the possession. 29 by Brown, 27 by Tatum. You got to get a big defensive stop right here. Alexander Walker splits the double teamers. He takes it a distance. Oh, what a game by number 9, Nickeil Alexander Walker, as he attacked the rim and he scored a layup. Once again, he has been monumental in the last 4 minutes of this game. Quarter 3, that's good. Bang, bang. Big Al Horford drills the 3-ball. 106-100. Huge 3 right there by Boston as they cut it a 6. And a timeout taken on the floor. 3:22 left to go as Minnesota burns the timeouts. What a battle right now. Jack City, welcome to the stream. James, thanks so much for joining in. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, specializing in Celtics games, but also other teams throughout the NBA and also college hoops here as well. Huge, huge game here. Top 2 teams in the NBA battling for it right now, and this has been a huge one. Siegel, what's good? Welcome back in the stream, man. Wow, Kansas lost. Tennessee lost. Major upsets today. Clemson lost for college basketball. Louisville beat Miami. Miami really in trouble now. Probably going to miss the tournament with that loss. They lost a home game for Miami. The Canes did against Louisville for college basketball. Going to have even absolute more mayhem if TCU knocks off Oklahoma tonight. Memphis in a tight game against UTSA 48-45. NC State playing North Carolina close 30-28 at the half. North Carolina leads. And we got a 6-point game here with 3:22 remaining between the top 2 teams in the NBA. By the way, I plan on being back tomorrow covering Celtics against Bucks. Start time a little bit past 7:30 p.m. Feel free to join me in tomorrow night for Celtics versus Bucks. I'll be back at the call for that one. Here we go. Back to action. Karl Anthony Towns with the basketball. He is on the floor with Edwards, Anderson, Nickeil Alexander Walker, and Jaden McDaniels is back in with 5 personal fouls. Edwards lost the handle, turns it over inside the key. The Boston Celtics come up with a steal. Brown attacks downhill. Brown mid-range draws the blocking foul. Jaylen Brown, two free throws coming up in the line as we got 3 minutes left. 106-100. Jaylen Brown will shoot 2, and the Celtics are perfect at the free throw line, looking to continue that tonight. Couple perfect streaks that they are searching for tonight. Win number 18 in their home floor, looking to make history for the best start ever in franchise history on their home court. Right now it's 17-0. First free throw is good. 106-101. 5-point game. Jaylen Brown cuts it 2. He'll have a second free throw coming up here. They have never missed tonight. When it's come down to free throws, Boston has almost 20% of their points tonight via the free throw line. Second free throw by Brown. It is up. It is through. 20 for 20. tonight at the free throw line. Talk about execution. Big time. Minnesota's missed just 2, 15 for 17. This has been a stellar game. Playoff atmosphere. This looks like it's a basketball game played in June. Right now, 2:50 remaining. Here's a 3 taken by Nickeil, and he hits it. Nickeil Alexander Walker. He has been major in his fourth quarter for Minnesota. 12 points in the starting 5 tonight. Missed 3 by Jaylen Brown. No good, and a rebound controlled here by the T-Wolves. 2.5 left to go. Minnesota slows it down to Edwards. Has it now at the left wing perimeter. 12 on the shot clock. Edwards dribbles up top of the key, guarded by Horford, 101. Edwards, step back 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped up. Offensive rebound by guess who? Nickeil Alexander Walker. Edwards the rim. Edwards going up. He got stripped. And it went to the top of the backboard. Out of bounds according to the officials here. No, Edwards thought he clearly got fouled. Oh, he lost it. Wow, he had lost that clearly. He did not get touched by Horford down the lane. Edwards lost that. It hit the top of the backboard. And we go to timeout right now. 109-102 to score. As Boston burns the timeout. This should be Boston basketball. Yeah, that was out of bounds off the top of the glass. We'll see what happens here after the timeout. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the stream for Siegel. Really appreciate it, brother. With a dono. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams I cover on the channel. What a game we got. Yup, Celtics definitely going to wake up. One of the worst offensive displays that we've seen all this season long, and Minnesota's without Rudy Gobert. This is being reviewed right now. Initial call on the floor, turnover by Anthony Edwards as he lost it, and the basketball sailed to the top of the backboard out of bounds. Yeah, it didn't look like contact right there. It's, man, these late games coming down to just calls down the stretch. Game in and game out. Coming now to official reviews. Type in the chat who you guys got tonight for this one here. Celtics or T-Wolves. What a game. Boston challenged the call. Right now on the floor. Yeah, Edwards not happy about the call right there. He thought he got fouled. So he's next to the officials. He thought he got fouled right there by Edwards. And Joe Mazzulla 19-9 in coaches' challenges. As the Celtics maintain their timeout, they will keep it right now. And Boston will get this basketball. So Boston won the challenge and they get the basketball back. Down by 7. The Celtics get the ball. 109-102. Tatum crosses midcourt. Big time challenge. Won there by Mazzulla. Tatum dribbles up. He drives inside the paint right to the rim. And he got it. Got the layup up and in off the glass. That is good for 2. Off the dribble drive penetration by Jason Tatum. Under 2 minutes left to play right now. Minnesota with a basketball. 5-point advantage. Offensive foul. The T-Wolves turn over the basketball. Signs of life here for the Boston Celtics with 1:55 left to go. Nickeil Alexander Walker. Oh, he pushed off on Derek White at the midcourt logo. Offensive foul by Nickeil. It will go back to Boston. 1:55 remaining. The Celtics get the inbound. Tatum crossover around the wing. Tatum guarded by Cat at the right wing. Tatum crossover here. 12 on the shot clock. Tatum 1-on-1. Step back 3 in the air. Oh, he hits it. Bing, bing, baby. Jason Tatum. It's a 2-point game. Big time shot right there by JT from the top of the Great Blue Hills. 1:30 left to go. Minnesota with a possession at the right corner. Anderson towards his left. Turns the corner, working on Holiday. Anderson, tough shot. Off the glass, no good. The rebound controlled by Horford. Celtics with it. Under 1:20 remaining. Chance to tie with a 2. Chance to take the lead with a 3. Electric here in the TD Garden. Looking to continue their perfect winning streak this season. Step back Tatum. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Towns as it bounced off the top of the backboard. Final minute left to go. Minnesota. 2-point advantage here with the basketball. Edwards Guarded at the left wing perimeter by Brown. Sends it on top here to Towns. Hand off to Edwards. Edwards guarded by White at the right wing. 48 seconds remaining. Edwards bounce pass right wing. Jab step. Step back. Jumper. No good. Oh, he airballed it. And it goes out of bounds. Jaden McDaniels airballs the basketball. It will be Boston ball with 41 seconds remaining. Here we go, where heroes and legends are made. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Boston looking to make it 18 straight on their home floor, which would be a franchise record for best star ever in franchise history. What a game. Jason Tatum, 32 points. Jaylen Brown with 31. Those two guys have single-handedly carried the Celtics tonight. In this one, over 160 plus watching. This will be Boston's basketball with 41.2 seconds remaining. Jaden McDaniels on the last possession airballed it. It sailed wide left of the rim, went out of bounds by Minnesota, and Boston, down by 2, will have the next possession. 1 timeout remaining by Boston, 2 by Minnesota. The Celtics just burned one. What a game. The top 2 teams in the NBA facing off tonight. What could very well be a matchup in the finals in June. 28-8 versus 26-10. And this is looking like a June game tonight. It will be Boston basketball, 32 by Tatum, 31 by Brown, 27 by Edwards, leading the way from Minnesota. And Boston will advance it over to their front court. 41.2 seconds remaining. The 5 on the floor for Boston. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Al Horford. Waiting for the camera to pan. It should be Drew Holiday as the 5th. And it is. 5 on the floor here for Minnesota. They got Edwards, McDaniels, Anderson, Cat, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. No Rudy Gobert tonight for Minnesota. Same as Mike Conley not playing. No Kristaps Porzingis for Boston. White the inbound passer in the front court. 41.2 seconds remaining. Inbounds off to Tatum. Tatum with 32 looking for more. Right baseline dribble Tatum. Tatum up fake. Tatum going up. And he draws the foul. 2 shots coming up in the free throw line by Jason Tatum here with 36 seconds as they go in a bonus. He got Cat off the up fake. Jason Tatum, 2 free throws. The Boston Celtics tonight are perfect at the free throw line, 20 for 20. What a game. We're down to 36 seconds remaining. First shot, good. 21 for 21 at the free throw line. Talk about perfection where heroes and legends are made. 33 by Tatum. Look at it. Keep it alive here for Boston. 109-108 is the score. Second free throw looking to put it 109. Oh, he missed it off the back iron. Derek White offensive rebound. Minnesota forgot to box out. Boston with it. Tatum crossover. Up fake. Swings it out to the wing. Horford touch pass. Open 3. Holiday. Bang, bang. He has got it. Drew Holiday drills the 3. Big time shot, baby. And Boston takes the lead. 111-109. 25 seconds remaining in a timeout by the T-Wolves. Holy smokes. Drew Holiday. Have yourself a day. He could not buy a bucket all game long for Drew until that shot right there. 2 for 8 from 3-point range. Put the bet on you to take it and make it with 25 seconds left. Down by 1, the game on the line. Bang, bang. Drew Holiday. Wow. And that all started. Everybody played a key role in a part of that. Derek White, thank you. The offensive rebound off the missed free throw by Tatum. You the man, Derek White. And then the touch pass from Horford, who got the assist over to Holiday. That was wild. It ain't over till it's over. Wow. 111-109, 25 seconds left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Celtics versus Bucks if you like another matchup. A great one that I'll be calling once again. Feel free to join on for that stream as well. What a game, everybody. Jay Ramirez, Nathan, welcome to the stream. You guys all the legends being a part of the channel. Welcome in, everybody, tonight. Here we go. Minnesota will have the basketball. 25.3 seconds remaining. 2 personal fouls committed by Boston. Minnesota over the limit. The Celtics already in the bonus. Siegel, thanks so much for the dono. You the man, brother. 14-3 Celtics run in the last 3 minutes. Anderson will be the inbound passer. It's Anderson, Towns, Edwards, Nickeil Alexander, Walker, and Naz Reid. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Minnesota. Boston with Brown, Horford, Tatum as it goes into the backcourt. Derek White out there as well. Inbound goes to Minnesota all the way in the backcourt. Edwards crosses the midcourt logo. Edwards, 18 seconds left to go. Edwards defended by Tatum. Screen set here by Towns. Switch now guarded by Brown. 12 seconds. Edwards with it. Right wing perimeter. Edwards dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim. And he will draw the blocking foul, what it looks like appear to be on Derek White, and it will. Derek White shooting foul. Picks up the personal foul. 7.5 seconds left to go. Anthony Edwards, 2 free throws coming up. Anthony Edwards going downhill to the rim. Going at an angle towards Derek White here. Ooh. That's a tough call. Very, very tough call. Deja vu to Monday. That is close. Where Edwards launched that basketball. The referees are meeting right now about this call on the floor, but initially the referees blew the whistle, said that Derek White committed a shooting foul on the floor off the dribble drive penetration by Edwards. Right now the referees are talking about this call on the floor, and man, what a game we've got. 111-109. You the legend, Siegel. Really appreciate it for joining in. You guys awesome tonight. Rukus, welcome back in the stream. Natasha, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Boston out of timeouts. 1 timeout remaining by Minnesota. Boston just picked up their 4th personal foul. The Celtics are out of timeouts. So Edwards, that looked pretty clean right there by Derek White. He got the bottom part of the basketball. That is extremely tough to tell. Very, very tough to tell by these camera angles. So this will be 2 at the free throw line. I don't know how you're able to overturn that. That's the thing. That's very tough what they're presenting to me in the TV camera angles right now. Edwards tries. This is an over the rim cam. Looks like White swatted the bottom part of the ball. So it left Edwards' hands. Didn't appear to be much contact right there, but they're looking at this right now on the floor. I'm going to put on the official review. The referees are looking at this one. This call has gone back to the NBA Center out in New Jersey right now. Yeah, 23 free throws yesterday for the Lakers against the Raptors to win that game. Yeah, the Raptors could not believe it, how they were just cheated out of that game yesterday. Wow, it's just been something with all these calls lately. This cannot happen again if the Celtics get just destroyed once again with these calls. But I mean, this is just tough to overturn. Very, very close on it right there. Yeah, we have the TV camera angles, so I don't know what they're getting at the NBA headquarters. They sent it over to Secaucus, New Jersey, and they're the ones who decide about the foul calls. So it has been confirmed Anthony Edwards will head to the free throw line right here. He'll shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. 7.5 seconds left to go. Thanks so much all for patiently waiting, being a part in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Feel free to join back in tomorrow. I plan on being back covering Celtics versus Bucks. If you guys would like to join in. Edwards, perfect. 2 for 2 tonight at the line. 84% free throw shooter this season. Edwards, first shot at the free throw line. It's up. It's good. 111-110. Top 2 teams in the NBA coming down to this point to see if they can tie, potentially force overtime. We shall see. Edwards looking for the tie here at the free throw line. Boston looking for win number 18 straight to open up the season on their home floor in regulation. Here we go. Edwards, second free throw right down the middle. We are tied. Boston with a final possession. Inbound, Horford, off to Tatum, 7 seconds. Tatum crosses midcourt. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum guarded by McDaniels. Tatum, jumper to elbow for the win. Skipped around the rim, no good. It was halfway down. We're going into overtime. So close. Oh my goodness, we had the right idea. Jason Tatum with a J over McDaniels. and the rim sputted out. As we end regulation, tied, we go into OT. What a game. We need extra time to determine who will win this one tonight. Let's get that OT hype out in the chat here, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, smash that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. That ball was halfway down, and it spit out. Overtime. Here we come, extra time tonight in this one. What a game. This is looking like June of basketball right here between these two teams. 111-111. Boston on a monster run. They shouldn't even have won this game. They had a 13-4 run to come back and take the lead for the Celtics. It looked like they were burned. They were down by 9 with under 3 minutes left to go. They came back. They took the lead, 111-109. Minnesota with Edwards tied it. We're going to overtime. 33 by Tatum, 31 by Brown. Big time shot Drew Holiday up to 12. Made a massive 3. The reason why we're in overtime. And then for Minnesota, they've just got more players tonight that's been able to chip in offensively. 29 by Edwards. 19 and 12 by Towns. 19 by Reed. 17 by Anderson. 12 by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Nickeil has been big time in that fourth quarter. Yeah, Derek White's had a tough game today. White with just 9. 9 points by Horford as well. What a game. Boston, 18 straight, still alive. They've missed 1 free throw all this game. 21 for 22 at the free throw line. Minnesota, 17 for 19 on free throws. Has missed 2 free throws. This has been an incredibly executed game defensively between these two teams. It has been a rock fight out here. Just impressive to watch. And this is without Rudy Gobert either tonight for Minnesota. Boston without Porzingis. Feel free to join back in. I plan on covering Celtics against Bucks tomorrow night. If you guys would like to join in, I plan on being back around 7:30 for the calls for that game. D Wade, what's good? Welcome back to the stream, brother. Glad to have you back into the chat. Here we go. Type it in. Who you guys are rooting for to win this one, Minnesota or Boston? Jump ball, Boston just 1-3 in overtime games this season. Minnesota 1-0. Ironically, that lone overtime victory came against Boston on their home floor at the Target Center. 114-109 on November the 6th. Celtics looking to redeem themselves here in overtime. Just 1-3 in a loss against Minnesota in the first matchup this season. Here we go. Jump ball at the midcourt logo, and we are underway. Right to left, Minnesota controls the opening tip. The T-Wolves with the basketball first. Boston will go left to right on the floor. It's Edwards, Cat, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kyle Anderson, and Jaden McDaniels, and Cat drives right to the rim, got the layup in the foul. 113-111, plus 1 coming up in the free throw line. What a game. Minnesota responds first with a bucket. Cat targets Horford. Horford picks up the personal. Quick update on foul trouble. Minnesota in a lot of foul trouble. 5 by McDaniels, 4 each by Anderson, Towns, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Celtics foul trouble. 5 now by White. 3 each by Horford and Holiday. The free throw is good by Cat. 3-point lead Minnesota with a first advantage to start things off. Boston, first possession, White. Playing with 5 personal fouls. Horford around the perimeter towards his left. Horford gives it off to Tatum. Tatum towards his right and the outside. Finds Horford. Horford dribbles up, working on Cat. Horford backs his way inside the key. Horford, tough shot over Cat. No good off the back rim. A rebound controlled by Minnesota. No call there by the referees. Let him play between Horford and Cat. Kick out to the corner. Intercepted by Tatum. Here goes Tatum up the floor. 3-on-2. And a smart foul picked up by Minnesota out in transition, as they had a transition foul. But if that's on McDaniels, that is number 6 if it's on McDaniels. If he was the one who picked up the personal foul, he will be done for the game. It is Jaden McDaniels. He is done for the game, fouled on the reach-in and transition off the steal by Tatum. He has to sit on the bench for the remaining part of this game. So Jaden McDaniels has fouled out, finishes with 5 points tonight. That's a major loss right there for Minnesota, as we see the first person foul out of this game. It's for the T-Wolves. Tatum at the free throw line. since it was a transition take foul, and he hits it. And they'll get the basketball back. Huge call right there. 4:16 left to go. Boston will get the inbound as Tatum just made the free throw off the transition take foul. Here we go. Boston with possession, down by 2. With no McDaniels on the floor, Tatum dribble drives right to the rim, attacks it, and tears down the roof. Shaq, baby, with a two-handed flush. Up on the rooftop for Jason Tatum with a dunk. 4 minutes left to go. Tatum with 36. He is in the zone right now as McDaniels, one of the team's top defenders from Minnesota, has fallen out of this game. Edwards, bounce pass to his right. Towns took the 3. Splash. He has got it. Karl-Anthony Towns, nothing but butter, drills it. 117-114. Celtics with possession. Cat with 25. Tatum accelerates again right to the cup. Got blocked from behind. Horford saves the basketball. Brown, dribble drive down the lane inside. He gets fouled. Jaylen Brown going to shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. 3:30 left to play. They know right now that they are attacking on Minnesota. You got guys that's in deep foul trouble for the T-Wolves. They're going right at them. Right here, right now. 3 players in the court for Minnesota with 4 personal fouls each playing in this game currently. 2 shots here by Jaylen Brown at the free throw line. 3:30 remaining. First one. Got the bounce. It's good. 117-115. What a game. If you're new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share it out to your friends if you'd like to get more people involved here. Be a part of this channel. I cover basketball action, specializing in Celtics play-by-play, but also cover the entire NBA and also college basketball. Second free throw is good by Jaylen Brown. 3.5 minutes left to go. Boston, almost perfect tonight. The free throw line, 24 for 25. Minnesota, right behind, has only missed 2 charity stripe shots, 18 for 20. Edwards, crossover, dribbles up, low block, back out to the corner. Edwards, crossover, step back, 3 over Tatum. Edwards, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound hauled in by Boston. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. Brown accelerates inside the key. Brown will draw the blocking foul. That's on to Edwards. 3 minutes left to go. And this should be free throws coming up here by Jaylen Brown. Actually, they're going to get Naz Reid. Naz Reid, the one who picked up the personal foul. Edwards was closing in. Ooh, yeah, that appears to be... Oh, that's clearly Edwards. Naz Reid was behind Edwards. That's clearly on Edwards right there. Naz Reid was behind Edwards. I got up the ESPN box. It put on their stat sheet Naz Reid shooting foul, but no. Jaylen Brown 2 free throws. First one's good. What a game. Boston almost perfect tonight when it comes down to free throws. So Naz Reid picked up his second personal foul. Second free throw here to break the tie. Brown right down the middle. 118-117. This looks like it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals in mid-June. That's got the feel of it tonight. Celtics by 1. Edwards at the right wing, working on Horford. Edwards, 101, crossover, dribbles up now to the right elbow, shovels out right corner, sidestep to the left, takes the 3, got it. It is good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, major in the fourth quarter and beyond, buries the triple. Celtics down by 2. Tatum dribbles up to the free throw circle. Swings it on top. Horford. Touch pass. Right wing. Brown up fake. Slides it out to the right. Quarter 3 by Holiday. Missed off the rim short. Offensive rebound. Brown. Second chance opportunity here. Horford up fake. Kick out to the wing. White. 8 on the shot clock. Outside finds Holiday. Launches a 3. Drew. No good. Tipped up. Tipped off the rim. Battle for the loose ball. Derek White almost with it, but was out of bounds. It will be Minnesota ball. 2:10 left to go. Great effort, but Derek White out of bounds with a loose ball. T-Wolves will have the basketball. What a game. Oh my goodness. 2 minutes approaching the mark remaining. T-Wolves by 2 with the possession. Minnesota, edge of the midcourt logo. It's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Sends it into the hands to Edwards. Edwards at the left wing perimeter, guarded by Brown. Off to Cat here. Cat guarded by Tatum. Top of the free throw circle. Cat backs his way on Tatum. Inside the key. Cat underneath Cat. His pass. Shot clock winding down. Naz Reid. 3 at the buzzer. No good. Around the rim and out. Rebound control by Boston. 1:45 left to go. Brown Outside, shovels off to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing, guarded by Reed. Tatum around the perimeter at the TD Garden logo, and Naz Reid picks up the reach and foul. 1:33 left to play. That's now number 4 for Minnesota in overtime as a team, and actually they've upgraded. That's number 5. That is number 5 as the graphic changes. Boston's in the bonus, and Tatum will have 2 free throws. You guys, the legends. Uncle Pizzle, welcome back in the stream, man. What a game. First free throw is good. Tatum buries the free throw. 1 to tie. Incredible at the free throw line what they've done tonight. 27 of 28 at the charity stripe for Boston. Jason Tatum with 37 points and 11 for 24 shooting, 10 for 11 at the free throw line. Second free throw right down the middle. We are tied 120 with a minute and a half left. Minnesota gets possession. Kyle Anderson crosses midcourt. Anderson, top of the key, working on Horford. Slides it off to his left. Cat takes the 3 off the back iron, missed. Jaylen Brown with a defensive rebound. Here we go. Boston basketball. Boston in the bonus. And the Celtics with a chance to take the lead. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum guarded by Cat. Tatum, 1:10 left to go. Tatum, 8 on the shot clock. Tatum at the left wing. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum drives right down the lane inside. He scores. Up and off the backboard. It's good for 2 by Jason Tatum. Celtics by 2, Minnesota with possession. 1 minute left to play now. The basketball tip deflected. Intercepted by Holiday with a steal. Boston with it. Boston 2-point lead. Tatum open 3. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, he hits it. Jason Tatum, butter. He is money. Boston, a 5-point lead and a timeout taken on the floor by the T-Wolves. What a game. Jason Tatum, baby. 43 points. Bang, bang, laser beam. Delivers. Holy smokes. Drew Holiday, you the man. The steal on the far side of the floor stays in bounds. Finds a wide open Jason Tatum. Spots up uncontested. Sinks down the 3. Oh yeah, dog. Got the face tonight. Kiss to the crowd at the TD Garden. You the man, Jason Tatum. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And the Boston Celtics are 49 seconds away from starting out 18-0. A franchise record for most wins on a winning streak on their home floor, starting off a season in franchise history. What a game. Everything just completely changed once Jaden McDaniels substituted out of the game. Boston straight on full attack mode. 5-point advantage Boston. 49.8 seconds remaining. Still not over just yet. Gotta close it out. Stranger things have happened, but you like the probability right now. You got to play basketball for the final 49.8 seconds. Minnesota will get the inbounds. Inbound goes to Edwards. Edwards at the top. Jacks up the 3. Around the rim and out. No good. Battle for the rebound. White try to come down with it. Oh, man. Holy smokes. It will be Minnesota basketball. Derek White out there getting hit by a basketball looking like dodgeball from Nickeil Alexander-Walker from 2 feet away. Fires a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Trying to save it at the baseline. Pins it directly off the thigh of Derek White as he was lying down. Dead meat right there, looking like a dodgeball play from 2 feet away. 44 seconds left. Put back some more time in the clock right now. Minnesota will get the inbound underneath. Underneath with Anderson, who will be the inbound passer. Goes over to Cat. Good to see White is okay. Cat, fall away. No good. Missed it off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Jaylen Brown. He comes down with it. Boston in the backcourt. Got a clear half court. Horford gets fouled. In there in the bonus. 31 seconds left. Al Horford in the bonus will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. 125-120. Actually, no. Check that. Boston called a timeout. So Minnesota didn't pick up the foul there. Boston called a timeout. So Boston just took the timeout. That was, I thought it was going to be a reach-in right there picked up by Minnesota, but Boston got a timeout charged to them. So timeout on the floor taken by Boston, 125-120. Yeah, they almost had a 10-second violation in the backcourt, that's why. And Minnesota very close to picking up a reach-in foul right there, but did not, as Boston took the full timeout. So the Celtics down to... They got 2 timeouts remaining, also in the bonus. So next time Minnesota commits a personal foul, they'll be in the bonus. Here's the thing. You got 31 seconds left to go. This time's just going to wind off the clock right now. Like, even if Boston misses, if they come up with the offensive rebound, this game is basically over right now. That's not a bad strategy, too, coming back. If you can't make the shot either way, you win the game right here. This possession for Boston, a basket basically for sure locks you in for a W in this game, I would imagine. So it will be Boston basketball. They'll advance it to their front court off this timeout. 125-120 with 31 seconds left. The Celtics will drop something here offensively, and what you want to do is you want to chunk down clock. You want to use as much clock as possible here. But also, if you make the shots, that's the dagger. You win the game if you make the shot tonight. You're up by 5. You control your own destiny. Both teams now with 1 timeout left. As it updated, Celtics down to a timeout remaining. And it looks like we're going to stay in the timeout slide. Wow, what a game. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. Also, I plan on covering tomorrow night's game between the Celtics and the Bucks. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, really enjoyed the content, feel free to come back in tomorrow night and be a part of the channel. Really appreciate you guys for being back in the stream, growing with me here on the channel. It's awesome. Wow, it's just sensational game. Looks like it's Game 7 in mid-June between these two teams tonight. I really hope both of these teams will play each other in the finals because 2 games in the season series, both going into overtime. It's incredible. And props out to the T-Wolves, man. You're right with the Celtics, like right there. Jaden McDaniels fouled out, picked up his 6th, but, man, Minnesota is right there. And the Denver Nuggets, they said that Minnesota, they ain't no joke. The toughest team on their schedule that they had. We come back from the timeout. Al Horford off the inbound. Oh, he kicked it out of bounds. It's a Celtics turnover. They were pressured in the backcourt, and Al Horford tried to come up with it. He kicked it out of bounds. All the way in the backcourt as it will go back to Minnesota. 23.4 seconds remaining. It ain't over till it's over. Kyle Anderson will be the inbound passer. Down by 5 for Minnesota. Passes over to Edwards. Edwards at the left corner. Dribbles up inside the key. Edwards floats in the runner. That is well short. He airballed it. The basketball went out of bounds, and it will be, with 15 seconds left, Boston basketball. 15 seconds. Boston gets the inbound. Tatum open. A lot of time going off the clock, and now Tatum gets fouled. So that was a turnover by Edwards right there. He floated up an air ball off the runner. Yeah, he's pleading his case right now to the officials. Joe Mazzulla, smart decision. He told his team once Edwards airballed the ball, it went into the hands of Brown, and then Cat deflected it out. Mazzulla automatically told his team, get the inbound as quick as possible. So Minnesota doesn't try to look at this, and that's exactly what they did. They got the inbound. It was the right call that it was airballed. Brown came down with it, and then Cat poked it loose out of Brown's hands, and then they got the inbound. Tatum just got fouled. Tatum, first free throw, it's good. Second shot by Tatum, 45. Yes, he's got it. 40 burger with 45 on the board for Jason Tatum to ice up this game, 127-120. 12.7 seconds left to go. Minnesota burns their last timeouts. Wow. Double wow. Big wow. Tonight for this one. You guys, the legends in the stream, really appreciate each and every single one of you for finding the channel tonight, being a part on the stream. And if you'd like to come back tomorrow night, feel free to do so. I plan on being back tomorrow night. Boston will be at Milwaukee. The Celtics against the top team in the West tonight with Minnesota. Looking like they've closed this one out with a W, barring any miracle. Boston on the road tomorrow. They have to fly to Milwaukee on a back-to-back against the number 2 team in the NBA in the East, or number 2 team in the East behind them, because Minnesota is number 2 in the overall NBA, first in the West. Wow, talk about a grind of a schedule right there. Man, crazy. 18-0, they are 12 seconds away from doing so, which will be the franchise record. Insane. I mean, just resilient. This Celtics team they just look different from previous Celtics teams. A monster run to close out this game. Former Celtics teams of the past would just lie down and lose this game after being up by double digits. This team, no Porzingis, by the way, it is built different. Inbound from Minnesota. 3-point shot taken by Cats. Took the 3 off the catch, and he turned it over. So he turned that basketball over right there off the 3-point shot. It will go right back to Boston with 11 seconds left to go. The Celtics will get the inbound. That was a weird inbound there from Minnesota. Let's see what in the world happened. Yeah, he pushed off. He pushed off in this 3-point shot. Boston comes up with an inbound, and they will dribble out the clock tonight. The Boston Celtics, 18 straight at home. They're 18-0 on their home floor. They pick up the win in overtime. Incredible game tonight. A new franchise record to start the season here as we make history tonight on the channel. This game goes final. Boston 127, Minnesota 120, and the Boston Celtics made a massive comeback, down by 9 points with 3 minutes left to go, to force overtime and win by 7 in overtime. Sensational. Jason Tatum, you the man tonight. 45 points by Jason Tatum. The Boston Celtics free throw shooting at the top of their game tonight. 30 for 31 on free throws by Boston's free throw shooting. Incredible. This looked like it was Game 7 in the TD Garden in mid-June on ABC. This is what this game looked like tonight on TV, and calling it was unbelievable. Jason Tatum, the star of the game, 45 points, and the Celtics stay perfect on their home floor. Unbelievable. Man, just legendary. We close out, everybody. Thanks so much all for joining in. Wow. What a game. I'll be back tomorrow, by the way. So if you guys would like some more fireworks and popcorn and some great Celtics streams with another close battle tomorrow, potentially, feel free to join me in for Celtics versus Bucks tomorrow night, as that should be a fantastic matchup as well. What a grind of a schedule by Boston, the top team in the West, and now tomorrow the number 2 team in the East, as they are on the road at Milwaukee. That should be a thriller tomorrow night as well, with a back-to-back, and Porzingis should be back. He should be playing that game. Man, this is something. 45 by Jason Tatum, 35 by Jaylen Brown. Boston somehow, someway, finding a way to win 29-8. Their record this season, 18-0 at home. Just looks different this year for the Boston Celtics. They are tough right now. And wow, sensational. Man, what a game. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. We're going to sign off here on the channel. Before I do sign off, going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I do cover here on the channel. That membership link is posted in the description of this video if anybody is interested in becoming a channel member. And here's all the channel members that get a shout outs. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Sister Surround, TMC, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Tristan, Jess, Ahino Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Derek, Ice Ice Baby, Michael Ward, I'm Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Joe, Roderick, Ronaldo, Didi, Katie, Barco, Chuck, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, Emmanuel, Robin, and Dave. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. What a game. Game of the year, without a doubt, indeed. Man, what a matchup here. Hopefully, these two teams can face each other in the NBA Finals, because that's what it felt like tonight. Game 7, mid-June, in the TD Garden. That's what this game felt like tonight, except it wasn't on national TV. It was on a regional network. But wow, that would have been something special if they put this game on national TV tonight, because man, it lived up to its hype. 127-120 the final score. Boston wins by 7. They are perfect on their home floor at 18-0, making a franchise record. 18 straight games to start off the season, making history tonight for the Boston Celtics. You, the legend, Siegel there with a dono. Thanks so much, brother. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in, being a part in the stream. Feel free to stop on by tomorrow night, as I plan on being back covering Celtics versus Bucks at 7:30. Might be a little bit late. I am working overtime, slightly past 6 for my workplace. So if I am late for the stream, I'll start it. If I'm not home around that time, I'll start it probably past 7:35 if I'm not home by 7:30 or so. But thanks so much all for joining in. What a game. Boston wins in overtime, 127-120 the final score over Minnesota as we wrap up here. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Incredible game as Boston wins by 7. Jason Tatum with 45. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, everybody.